Yo, what's up, y'all? I think I got my mic working right. It's been so long since I've done a live stream. I don't know if my mic settings and all that's even right anymore. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure my hat's looking good here. What's going on, y'all? Give me a yay if you can hear me down there. If I'm not loud, if I'm too loud, if I'm whatever. Like I say, it's been so long I forgot where my settings are at. Yeah, all right. 5x5. What's a 5x5? Y'all got me. I'm missing something. Not too loud. All right, good deal. What's the 5x5? I don't know what's up with that. What's your opinion on? Hang on. Let me get something right here, y'all. I'm fumbling over here. Make sure this is out of the way. All right, we're good to go. All right. Charles, you've got to be kidding me already with the 999 super chat. I appreciate the heck out of that, brother. Super sticker, super chat, whatever it is. I appreciate that big time, man. Addie, Brandon, Jim, look, I'm going to tell you already. Dietrich, what's going on, brother? G23 in the house. Tallapoosa, I hadn't seen your name in the chat in a while. Fly Guy, I'm one to talk. I ain't done a live stream in forever. Oh, 5x5 means good signal. I got you. Okay. Fraser, what's going on? Fraser, old Defiant Munitions. Them guys make some good ammo right there. They've sent me several different kinds. I still got some to test that they sent me. It's some good stuff, some good copper stuff. G23 already, look, apologies for anybody I missed. Don't say hello to. If I miss your comment, I always go back after the live stream and see all these comments. I feel terrible, number one, because I want to answer, and then at that point it's too late, so ain't no use in it. But it's sometimes I just get rambling. Y'all know how it is. I miss some of these comments. Ham radio nerds, I got you. Too much live chats. Defiant, thanks, mate. I hope you're well. Definitely, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you popping in, Fraser. Ready for a 5-hour? I don't know about the 5-hour marathon tonight. I'm wore out, y'all. I'm telling you. I've been trying to get stuff caught up. Bob, what's going on, brother? Russ from PA. Cape Cod, Mike. Love the vids. Appreciate that, man. Hello from Central Kentucky. Linwood, Brandon, Fraser again. Cray, Tommy of the Hill people. Where you been, brother? Sam Fisher, Arrow, Live It Free, Felicia in the house. Message retracted. Live It Free changed his mind on something there. Lucky Dog, what's going on, brother? Phil, Hunter, Scott. I'm guaranteed to miss somebody. Like I say, Joseph, what's going on, brother? Dobby, Chazzy, Steel Punisher, Donald, PG, Jack, Dale. I'll catch up with y'all sooner or later for sure if I miss you. Been working and busy. Same here, like I was going to say, screw. I hate your name, by the way, Treetop. I hate the new name. I understand why you made it, but I hate it. Fluffy in the house. What's going on, brother? BR. Half Mile Sniper. 18 months in the range gang. Man, I appreciate the heck out of that Half Mile. Y'all hadn't checked out Half Mile Sniper, he's got a YouTube channel also. He puts out some good stuff too. I'm guilty of not watching it near as much as I should, I know. But 10, what's going on, brother? Charles Morgan, Freddie. But yeah, I was saying Mark Thomas in the house. I've been busy as heck, man. There ain't gonna be no 4-hour tonight. I'm already starting to yawn before I even hit the live button in here. Trying to get stuff caught up this time of year. I mean, y'all know how it is. I'm probably preaching to the choir. I got grass cutting every week now here at my range at my mom and daddy's house. I cut their grass up there too. I'm telling you. And then this YouTube stuff. If I don't put a video out every day, y'all unsubscribing from me. You don't watch me no more. I never hear from you. Look, some of y'all's names I ain't heard from in 8 months. I should just block you while you're in here so I ain't got to look your name up. I can just click on it while I'm in here. Chris, Charles, Leland, Jim, Phil. No, I don't mind. Y'all know how I am about these lives. I do these lives all the time. If I had more time, I'm telling you, these videos wear me out though. They really do. Not that I'm complaining, but just to keep them going. Like I try to put them almost every day, but it don't happen that way. Mike, what's going on? Scarf Rogue, what's going on, brother? Half Mile said he'll have a video up tomorrow. Yeah, y'all check Half Mile out if you hadn't checked his channel out. YouTube's unsubscribing us. Live It Free. 888 Services. What's going on, brother? I ain't seen you in a while either. I know some of y'all lurk, I'm sure, and just don't comment, but yeah, it's good to see some of the older names. I'm the same way. I watch some videos, don't comment either. Hit the like button. Yeah, like Bob said, y'all hit that like button. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I hadn't done a whole lot of lives like I used to, but I put videos out all the time, working on some good stuff too. Jacob, what's going on? I excel at lurking, Dobby says. I know that's right, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, just finally starting to get caught up. Then it's finally, I feel like I'm caught up. I get 3 or 4 videos in the pipeline, and it's going to rain. Like now, from it's raining today, it's going to rain tomorrow, all the way through Wednesday here. It's going to be rain on and off. So it's like, even if it's scattered showers, I can't pack my stuff out there to the range and be out there in the middle of stuff. Got 4 or 5 cameras out there, jelly blocks and all that. Then it comes a downpour. Y'all know what I mean. It's like if it's calling for a decent chance of showers, it's basically a wash. Because I ain't like these other YouTubers. See, I'm already feeling rants and stuff coming on. I can just feel it welling up in me. Triple A say life got turned upside down, Jeremy. So hey, there ain't no apologies needed, brother. Yeah, I was gonna say I can be like some of these gun tubers now. They used to be gun tubers. Now it's just political channels. That's what I'm gonna do. See, I'm gonna do just like they do, and I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna sit up in my house. I'm gonna make me a little room in there, put me some neon lights and some crap hanging on the walls, and sit up in there and rant and BS about political stuff that ain't never gonna change, and it's gonna end up the way it's gonna end up regardless. But people eat it up. I can't blame them for doing it. But I'm telling you, that's the easy way out. Like, that's the easy way out. I'm telling you, it takes a lot to go out here and actually shoot and do this stuff at the range, y'all. Like I say, not that I'm complaining. I'm just telling you, that political crap's easy. God. But I hate doing that stuff. Even if I know 100% it's easy, I just can't do it, man. Because I can't even convince myself like I'm trying to convince BS other people like of something I know better, you know. Scarf said, good job. Appreciate you, brother. We can build you an indoor range. Mike said, that'd be nice right there. That would be nice. DJ said, I used to be political active until I came to Risen. No, no party gives a crap. Dude, I argue with people all the time. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. To me is no exception. Y'all have heard me say this before. Every politician out there, every government body, every single politician is a liar and a thief to one extent or the other, y'all. I don't care who it is. I don't care. Good old boy, this one, that one. He used to be my buddy and blah, blah, blah. Every politician is a liar and a thief to some extent. They're in the business to lie and get reelected. That's their job. Like, think about it. What's their job? Their job is to get reelected, y'all. Their job is to get reelected to keep that power. That's literally their job. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Triple H, Chris, I appreciate that, man. Big time. I appreciate that. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. We're right now, it's you voting for the lesser of the two evils. That's just a fact. It's the way it is. I can't stand the government. They probably pick up on stuff. I can't go into them kind of rants because I'm telling you, yeah. There ain't nothing. The government does absolutely nothing good for you. If you were to sit there and somebody asked you, tell me something good that the government does for you, you'd have to sit there and rack your brain. You probably never come up with something. But if they ask you, tell me something that the government does that makes your life harder, man, you could start rattling it off. You could write a whole dictionary, a whole encyclopedia full of crap that they do that makes your life rough. Anybody, I just don't understand. I don't understand anybody anymore who has any faith in any government, any political body. It blows my mind. It totally blows my mind. That's why I don't understand. I swear. Like I say, I don't blame these YouTubers. They getting the money and people eat it up. People are eating it slam up. But I just can't. I'm telling you. I'm just not stupid enough, I guess, or naive enough, or foolishly hopeful, or false hope. The false hope don't live in me, man. I can't make it be hoping for. I can't make myself hope for something that I'm absolutely more intelligent to know it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Like all this crap. The pistol brace ban is the latest one. The pistol brace ban eats me up. They are riding that train. Gonna ride that gravy train till the biscuit wheels fall off of it. I mean, every other day. Oh, countdown! You got 10 days left till you're a felon. You got 4. Now it's we got an injunction. We got a big injunction, y'all. Let me tell you something. When you see pistol braces and pistol ARs out on the shelves in these stores again, then you can count that you've done something and that something's happened. Until that happens, you ain't done nothing. There ain't nothing happening, and you ain't no better off. They are still taking that away from you, and you best believe it. Take it to the bank, and you can call that negative, or oh, you know, you giving up hope. You can never give up. Oh, I always hope the best happens, but I ain't stupid and naive enough. It ain't being negative. It's being realistic. I preach this all the time, and the ones of y'all that's been in here, y'all know. I mean, y'all know, man. I get that. That's why I don't do these lives, because I rant about this every single day almost to somebody, and it's the same old thing. When you ain't changing it, I'm telling you right now. Here's the real bottom line. If you really let me just go on a break. Let me go on and let the whole cloud of despair just come on down on you. Let's start this thing out right. This ain't your country no more. When I say your country, I mean folks like you probably think I am, or gun loving, freedom loving, do what you want, let me do what I want, leave me alone. This ain't your country no more. You are getting old, it's dying, and honestly, you ain't got no right to tell these new people that just get in this country what to do. You ain't got no right. But here's the problem with that. I don't care what you do. Leave me alone until I grow old and die. If I'm not hurting you, let me do my thing. That's where I get absolutely out of shape about it. But I ain't foolish enough to know that, it's gonna swing back. The pendulum's gonna swing back. We taking this country back. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're getting older. I'm getting older. We're gonna die. Look at the people growing up now. These people don't. Here's the thing about it. You like, they're taking your freedoms. But they don't care. These people don't care, y'all. These people, not only do they not care, they want this. Half of the country. Let me just tell you, open your eyes. If you're still foolish enough to think that at least half of this country doesn't want the crap that's going right now, you're done. You're done. Because I can tell you, half of the country wants the crap to go the way it's going. It's just the way, and that half's gonna keep growing because we're getting older and we dying, and they're growing up younger. Come on, y'all. And I guess all that really that I'm saying means nothing, because you can sit there and worry yourself. My main thing is I hate to see people sit there and eat up this crap that these people feed out to you, stringing you along. And all you're doing is making your blood pressure go up. You worrying yourself to death. Oh, let me see what happens with my pistol brace. What do I got to do with this pistol brace? Oh my God. Here, let me break it down to you. Your pistol brace ARs are gone. Your pistol ARs are gone, Jack, with a brace anyway. You can have it with the two, but let me just break it down to you. Go ahead and plan. Don't wait for nobody to tell you what to do. Your pistol brace AR is gone. Now, in your house, do what you got to do. But you go out there like a fool. You go out there and make another video. I ain't complying. They can't tell me what to do. You're right. You can do whatever you want. But when they show up to your door with that copy of that video, then you're the stupid idiot who just done it to yourself. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, man. Like, you're not going to see me out here right now with any of these pistol ARs that I have with any braces on them. How stupid do you think I am? I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid. And it ain't about, you giving in to the man. No, I'm keeping my ass out of jail. Like, literally. Let's get real here. And really, if you really want to get real, I'm the type of dude, anybody in this country deserves to own a firearm. If you're a law-abiding, sane person, you should be able to own a gun. Y'all know how I feel about the whole felons' rights. If you're out of jail, you used to be a felon. I don't give a crap what you did, what the felony was. If you're out of jail, you deserve to own a gun to protect that. All I'm saying that for is to tell you that I'm die hard to a gun owning. You should be able to own any firearm in this country, period. That being said, let me tell you something right now. If we all are absolutely honest about it, probably 95%, at least 90% of the pistol braces that are on these ARs are not being used by disabled people who actually need those braces. Let's get real about it. It was used to skate the scumbag NFA. That's what it's used for. That's what we use pistol braces for. Let's be honest about it. That's a fact. That's a fact. And people don't want to admit it. Oh, no. You can never say that. You can never say that. It's true. It's an absolute fact. Now, do I think that that it should be illegal at all? Absolutely not. It shouldn't be no SBRs. There should be none of that crap, period. But the fact is, yes, that's what them pistol braces came about for. Let's just get real. The very first one might have been for a disabled veteran or disabled who, or whatever the case may be. But then after that, yeah, come on. 90% of them, Jack, are used as SBRs. Let's get real. I got them myself. Like, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's no, like, we're out here. Oh, and it kills me with the whole virtue signal crap. That's why I can't stand either side. That's why I can't stand either side, man. Because you got to, oh, you're attacking disabled veterans with this rule. You're attacking. Oh, Jesus, dude. All they're doing is using the disabled veteran. They're using whoever can fit that cause, man. That's all they're doing. Like, come on. Give me a break. Now, what you really should be saying is, no, it's the damn Second Amendment. It's our God-given right to own any gun we want to own. But they can't say that, because then they'll hurt these constituents over here. Oh, no, we got to have some kind of control. A little bit of common sense is okay. See, they can't say that. That's why I'm telling y'all, they're all scumbags. Please don't kid yourself. Please don't kid yourself. They'll trade every single gun you got ever right now and ever will ever be made if it come between them losing and keeping their power. Let's be real about it. It's an absolute joke, man. But yeah, but that's what I'm telling you right now. But it's going to happen. All that being said, come back around to, yeah, the simple fact is the AR pistols are gone. Like, you can put it in the bank. They're gone. Period. Because, I mean, it's no secret what the heck they were for. Now, the NFA is the problem. The whole gun control act, that's the problem. But that ain't going nowhere either, because government's crooked, dude. That's the bottom line. Government scumbags are crooked. They're in power. Once they're in power, they ain't never getting back out of power. And then it is what it is. You're sitting here along for the ride. You live your life the way you want to live your life, and don't be sitting here stressed. Oh, what did he tell me I could do now? Tell you can do hell. But the problem is, like, yeah, don't comply. I won't comply with bull crap, illegal laws either, unconstitutional crap. I'll never comply with. But commerce always will. That's what I'm saying. When you show me that in the store for sale, show me these companies that are willing to sell that, then you've got something. Until then, you got nothing but rights taken away, period. They're gone, man. They're gone, dude. Like they made you hide that stuff. I've said it since the very beginning. Anybody who's heard me ramble and rant about this crap, I've told you since the very beginning. Or anybody, I don't have to tell you. Not that I'm preaching and teaching any of y'all, but y'all with common sense already know they don't have to confiscate crap. They don't have to take nothing, dude. All they have to do is make you keep it hidden under wraps. And you will. You can say, I won't comply. Going out to the gun range, going out there with your bump stock, going out there with your brace. Go on ahead and let me see it. Video it while you're out there. You won't do it because you know better, because you ain't that stupid. I mean, it's just a fact, but that's how they get you. It's unreal. Like, oh, yeah, I won't comply. We got the sanctuary cities. Yeah. Show me the shop in that sanctuary city where you can go buy an AR pistol with a brace on it. I'll wait. It's funny, man. These people, like the ones still making the videos with the braces on it now, they'll probably stop that after whatever the arbitrary date is. I mean, and if they don't, they're just stupid. Like, they're just plain stupid, because you ain't gonna see me out there with no videos with a damn pistol brace on it anymore. I'm not stupid. Speaking of that, like, maybe I won't even talk about this one, because there's probably some of y'all out there who get really butthurt. So maybe I should just, maybe I'll save that one for a different day. Oh man, it's a mess, y'all. I'm telling you. Next year, election year, it's going. Just say it. What I was gonna say about it, and I'll just talk about it, because because this is another one that people are absolutely making money off and using this poor stupid dude to make money off, is this CRS firearms guy. They're using the poor dumbass guy to make killings of money off of him right now. Look at all these no-name channels out there who made a fortune off of this guy getting locked up, dude. And this dude was stupid enough to know better, and he sat there and egged on the damn damn government. He egged them on every video after he was charged. He egged them on. I talked about how stupid this dude was 2 years ago. Those of y'all who've been watching my channel from the very beginning, that dude's dumb as a wet bag of dirt, dude. And he just totally proved it by doing what he did. Do I think he should have got charged for this? Absolutely not. Let me put that first out of right now. CRS Firearms, whatever the cat's name is, he absolutely should not be charged with what he's charged for. But he did get charged, and he's so stupid. I mean, he's stupid, man. Like, I'm not even gonna say he's really stupid, dude. I try to be nice, but this dude is stupid. He is plain old damn stupid. Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe he was born stupid. Maybe there's something wrong with him, really wrong. But the dude is stupid, man. He's so stupid. That's what I'm telling you. He kept making video after video. He would title them, "Oh, the ATF is done. We're burning the ATF. We're taking the ATF down. The NFA is gone. Then there's no more." He kept egging the government on, man. If you think you can take on the government and win, please, you're as stupid as he is. Let me just tell you right now. I kept seeing it. I was thinking, Jesus, dude. I knew the dude was stupid after just watching like one video. You could tell how stupid he is. But then I'm like, the dude is literally charged with this. Unless he's lying about being charged, he's making videos like egging them on, telling them they ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're garbage, you're dogs, you're blah blah. Like, bro, you're gone. Then you're gone, man. And whether he gets actually, whether anything's overturned, whether anything at this point, he's done, man. And people are making it, but the whole point of that was, well, one point was he's absolutely stupid for doing what he did. But the main point I started was these clickbait gun channels making an absolute killing off this cat, man. Like, they're making a killing off this dude. I'm telling y'all, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, God, I should just go on and make a video on whatever this jacked up stuff is right now, because the people just click on it. They'll click on it as fast. But then I'm like, no, I'm just not going to do it, man. I'm just not going to do it, man. And I'm not trying to play the Mother Teresa role, but it's just sickening to me. It really is. It ain't even about taking the high road. It's just sickening, man. Oh. I seen some orange smoke. Let me buy you an energy drink. You seem kind of slow. Oh man, I'm telling you, I was actually tired coming in. I really didn't want to just start ranting, man. Oh God. Yeah, but they're making a killing off that dude. I should have made some videos, I guess. I could probably still do it, but I'm saying, I don't clickbait nothing, man. I don't clickbait nothing. I make good titles, maybe, but every single title I make, man, is like, it is what you get in the video. It's what you get in the video. I understand why they do it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, I'm like, you know what? I'll be honest with you, and I don't mean y'all directly that's here, and some of y'all probably I do mean. Y'all are to blame. The ones I'm talking to that do click on that crap, y'all are to blame, man, because y'all eat that crap up, dude. Y'all eat it up. I mean, the views on that, I'm sitting here like, I've busted my ass for this video, and it gets good views. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, because that's something else I'll talk about, but we'll spin in that to a minute. I'm not complaining at all. For the size of my channel, I'm really happy with the view. I'm really happy with how many people watch. I really appreciate it. I love the view count on my stuff. I'm plenty happy with it. But then I look at this other crap, I'm like, but that took me a lot of work to get that. And then I look at this other crap, like, this dude has set his fat ass in a chair in an office room, air conditioned, like comfy, sitting there. No money spent, no nothing spent, no nothing, and like twice the views. I'm like, oh man. But here's the flip side of that. But then I start looking and I'm like, wait a minute. But then if you look a little bit closer, you'll realize that only happens once in a blue moon, and it's only the clickbait stuff. Or if you see, like, I get a lot of people talk about like the man, your channel, you should have like 500,000 subscribers by now. It's good content. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't get the exposure. And partly is because I don't clickbait, but partly is because of those shorts, y'all. Like, if you see some channel that's only like a year old and they've got like 500,000 subs, you're like, oh my God, that must be such a good channel. And then you click on it and it's like 1,000 shorts, and their long form videos might get like 100 views. I'm like, oh man, no wonder. Like it's right now in YouTube, the subscriber count in YouTube means absolutely nothing now, y'all. It really means nothing as far as like how good the channel is. It's terrible. Triple H is gone. Orange is gone. All right, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. But here's the thing about that is like if you want only subs to be like this is my subs, you shorts can do it, but you really still have to get lucky. But then people that their channel blew up and they're like, oh yeah, I got because they got lucky on one of them shorts. And then you're like, well, nobody's watching my other stuff. But yeah, that's because those people that you got, they weren't really the kind of people that watch your stuff. So it's useless, really. Because subscribers do nothing for you. I've told y'all before. Y'all know I'm straight up on. You don't get paid anything based on subscribers. You don't get anything at all based on subscribers. All subscribers count does is helps get more exposure when you upload something. And if they don't watch, that don't even happen anymore. So subscribers mean nothing as far as money. Absolutely nothing. It's all about views. 100% on the views. Brian, do your channels honest to goodness, pure information, education that we don't have to spend a penny on. You've helped me with purchases. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Brian. Appreciate that super chat big time, brother. You didn't have to do that, but I definitely appreciate that. They might have the views, but you got to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they don't have the views. Like I had a channel the other day I saw, and they actually subscribed to me or something. It was like almost 500,000 views, and it was some channel I never heard of. I was like, damn, I got to check them out because they subscribed to me. And then I was like, what in the crap is this? Their video list, because I watch on PC, so it's real easy. I click on the video, and like it only had like 100 or 200 views of videos. Like this cat's got almost 500,000 subscribers. And then I clicked on the shorts page, and I'm like, oh, no wonder. And now I see, and it's only like here and there. I'm telling you, y'all, it's like, I don't care about the subs. Like I want people to sub, but I want people to sub that wants to watch the videos I do. If you don't want to watch the videos I do, I don't care if you sub or not. I mean, I really don't. If you're only going to watch once in a while or one every year, just watch the video because I get paid off you watching the video. I don't get paid nothing for you to sub. Like, but I'd rather everybody sub if you want to watch my stuff. Then that's just how it is. They buy views, sub comment. Yeah, probably some of that goes on too. But it's just this stupid shorts thing. It's that algorithm, that short. But I've noticed now it kind of like there was right when those shorts came out, they were pushing them really hard. So they weren't kind of cutting out and backdoor banning, censoring, shadow banning like some of the content that they didn't want. But I've noticed lately some of those, like the smaller gun channels, like not even the shorts get any views anymore. So that's what I'm saying. Like you might think, like, oh yeah, it blew my channel up, but yeah, you're getting like 100 people to watch it. Let me tell you something right now. At the point I'm at now, y'all, if I had 100 people watch a video, I would be done, dude. Because it's not like I couldn't even pay for anything at that point. There's no way at this point, no way. But that's what I'm saying. Like that 500,000, I can't even remember the name. But like I say, the only reason I saw it is because they subscribed to my channel. I'd never heard of it before. But yeah, the subscriber count was huge, but then the views was like, oh my Lord, man. After the pistol brace and pistol AR's gone, what do you think is next? Who knows as far as see the ATF thing, they can go after like crazy stuff like that. But as far as straight up assault weapon ban, y'all have heard me say before, I don't think I'll ever see another federal assault weapon ban in my lifetime. I don't think so. State-wise, now, yeah, you're going to see some of them. It's just a luck of the draw as far as which party runs your state. And even right now, the Republicans, even half of those are caving. So it really don't matter. Suppressors will be next, yeah. Shorts are flooding YouTube with fluff, yeah. Like I don't mind some of the shorts, yeah, but I'm just not a short guy. My problem was when I do, I do shorts wrong. Like I try to do shorts like long form content. I want it to look polished and like I want to have editing and cut like goofy stuff out. But now, the people that watch shorts are like super attention span, like, oh look, a squirrel, oh look, acorn, all that. I mean, so they just want like raw, whatever, Excavation Nation with the $10. Sup, Tools? Hope you're well. What's going on with Excavation? Like I said, anybody I've missed in here, big time apologies, because I'm sure I missed a bunch of y'all at the start there. Now my blood pressure's coming back down a little bit. What else was I going to talk about tonight? Oh, my Richard E with the 1999 towards the jail block. I really appreciate that, brother. Appreciate y'all big time. Yeah. Yeah, that's that one thing definitely though. I appreciate everybody who watches. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up. All of that's free. It don't cost you nothing. I appreciate that big time. Like I say, I like doing this stuff. It's just a lot of doggone work, though. I can tell you that. I got probably 4 or 5 videos in the pipeline now, though, and I'm gonna go towards after it stops raining this week. I want to start doing a lot more rifle tests. That's one of the main reasons I bought this Lab Radar. I want to start doing more rifle tests, and thanks to Defiant Munitions, they sent me a couple pairs of gel blocks. I mean, them guys are super awesome. I know I've heard people like a lot of the comments to that, and look, I'm gonna agree with it. Their stuff is expensive. That ammo is expensive. But when you see, and I get on a little mini rant here in a couple more videos from now on some Underwood stuff, and that's what gets me about it. I'll save that little rant though, but just keep this what I'm saying in mind. Like people talk about how expensive that ammo, but that ammo performed fantastic. And when you see some Underwood tests I'm going to be doing, and y'all know I'm a huge Underwood fan, keep that in mind that that's the same price ammo. And they ain't paying me like I don't. A matter of fact, they offered me an affiliate link like almost every company does, and I didn't want to take it because I feel funny about taking any kind of affiliate or sponsorship of any kind of ammo, honestly. Because then how am I going to look like if the ammo does bad and I say it does bad, or how am I going to look like testing this ammo and then being like, oh yeah, and if you want to need some ammo, check out blah blah blah. So it just really don't work. But they offered it, so don't think they didn't. They didn't want like, oh, they're not willing to pay you for it. They definitely were. Not pay me directly, but you know what I'm saying. They were willing, and they did help me out big time. Like I say, they sent gel blocks, they sent ammo, huge stuff. But yeah, but all that being said, like I ain't being paid by them at all. Like I don't get paid if y'all buy ammo from them. I'm just simply saying, and it is expensive, yeah. And you have to add now the shipping on, yes. And I'm the first one to tell you, I hate having to order ammo online. Hopefully they'll get it in store soon if they pick up and do whatever. I don't know what their plan is, but yeah. But keep that in mind. Long story short, when y'all see this Underwood ammo, you'll know. But yeah, I want to do some more rifle tests. That's why I got the Lab Radar. So I got some good stuff playing too. I'll go ahead and tell you that my wife's she was driving an old, you know how I am. I'm cheap with the vehicles. That's why I ain't got no bills. So she used to drive a 99 Infinity QX4, little SUV. And it finally like I don't know, it's been a month or so ago. The transmission died in the thing. So anyway, there were so many miles on it. It's a 99 model. That transmission on that stupid thing is like $4,000 just because of what it is. So long story short, it wasn't worth it. So we went and bought some other used car. So we're good to go there now. But I've got that vehicle now. So y'all can probably see what I'm getting at. I've got that running vehicle that goes forward, all the glass in it. It's perfect shape except for the transmission. So I might have some good stuff working with that. I'm thinking about bringing that thing. Well, yeah, I'm thinking about using that for not just to waste it, but like some like different testing, glass testing through the door, just a lot of cool stuff with it. Yeah, and then I mean, eventually, yeah, we'll. But I'm gonna try to keep it like little by little and use it up as much as I can. Y'all know how I am. I'll be stingy with it like my jelly block. I'm gonna be stingy with it. Let me just put it like that. Through the gas tank, yeah, like John said, that will definitely not be one of the first tests. Well, here's the thing, Sam. That's what I was going. I was like, I called the salvage yard. Here's why I didn't even think about shooting it up at first. I just wanted the thing out of the way. So I called the salvage yard, and you don't get anything for these things no more. It's like $400 just scrap value, and it's a 99 Infinity. So they're like a dime a dozen. It's basically a Pathfinder. It's just an old little Pathfinder. So even though it's in great shape, it's not even like it's not something really valuable that you could part out that people are really looking for parts for. So when he offered me that, I'm like, forget it. He's like, well, yeah. He's like, if you want to take it up there, you can shoot it all to pieces, blow it all to crap. I don't care, and I'll still give you the $500 for it after that. So I'm like, I mean, that's an easy decision right there. Easy decision. Drain all the fluids. Yeah, if anybody from the EPA is here, I will definitely be draining all the fluids first. So yeah, I mean that'll be good glass testing through the door, like like trying to take cover behind it, and that's why I've been keeping all these cloudyish yellow gel blocks so I can use those, you know. So I got some good stuff planned. It's, I got to get time to get it all done. That's the problem. That's the huge problem. Swamp operator, what's going on, brother? You know, that just reminded me seeing your name. If you hadn't got no comments from me on the video from like 3 days ago, like that Phoenix Arms, YouTube has pulled another one of them goofy comment things. I don't know how it happens or why it happens, but all of a sudden I won't get any comments, and then they'll flip a switch will get flipped, and I'll get like a week's worth or a month or sometimes 6 months worth of comments. So I've got like 4 days of backed up comments to go through. So if I ain't answered your comment, that's why. It's just if you wondering. Some of y'all I'm sure don't care, but like I don't know why they do that. Like I say, it takes me forever, and now I try to keep caught up, but now I'm behind again. But yeah, I got good videos coming. Like I said, I got that. What else I want to tell y'all about? Well, y'all know the whole new chrono situation. So I figured out what's going on with this lab radar. I'm trying to do something with this lab radar that you're really not supposed to be doing. You're trying to get this gel block. I just wanted to get this actual gel shot test because I know a bunch of people want, and I'm the same way. I would love to have this gel shot test because when we get to range and I see a bad performance or a good performance, yes, I understand. Believe me, I know we don't know which one that was. Yes, I know. And y'all know I've tried 100 times to do it with the optical chrono. So I hoped this lab radar, but this lab radar just period is not going to do it. It's nothing that's set up wrong. It's just not capable of doing this. Like it'll get all those yardages, but the problem is I'm stopping that round at that 3 yards, and it's just the whole room, the whole space, and it's just not going to work. When it hits that gel block and stops that round, it's not made to do that kind of deal right there. So I figured this out. I did, Fraser. I did, and that's what I've come up with. But I figured it out. I've already got it. It's fixed. It's totally fixed. So what I'm gonna do is Linwood. All right, brother. I appreciate that. What's going on, Frank? Kevin, I can get you a 322. You better get out of here, man. Kent. What's going on, Kent? Bullets. What's going on, brother? I don't think I said what's up to y'all. What's going on, Al Ray? So yeah, long story short, I've got this fixed. So tomorrow's video is still going to be jacked up like today's. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm very picky. Bill Dye, what's going on, man? But so tomorrow's video is going to be kind of goofy. Tubby, I see you. Poison, I see you. But after that, I did a whole batch yesterday. It's totally, I'm good to go now. My only decision is for handguns. Here's the bottom line. I've got it fixed with the gel shot. I bought this right here. This was the magic answer. I should have just bought this to begin with. I had no idea this was going to help me like it did. This is the IR, the little IR hoops that go over my regular optical chronograph. They're mainly for indoor. So if you don't have any sunlight, that's what this thing works on. If y'all don't know, this chronograph is optical. You got two basically curtains of IR light right there. The bullet passes through the first one and then the second one, and then it times it. That's how the regular chronos work. So when you don't have enough light, there's problems. Y'all know I've tried 100 times to get that gel shot, never could get it. I put these things on there. Every single gel shot yesterday of every single test I got, it worked absolutely perfect with this. So it's just all about the shadows. This thing is blasting so much light that it works perfect. So I can get every gel shot now on every handgun test, every test now, no problem. So now my only real concern is on my 5-round velocity test. Should I use that lab radar at all, or should I just stay with the regular one for the handguns? Now, the rifles, I'm using the lab radar for everything, but for the handguns, when y'all seen that test today, well, I won't use that. When y'all see the new tests that I'm talking about that aren't where you see the little screen for the lab radar, it's not going to have the goofy purple lines like the video today did. So I just need y'all to tell me if you can actually see those really small markings at the bottom that say 3 yards, 7 yards, that give you the longer distances. So basically my point is, when I'm doing handgun tests like I do them, is it useful to you to see what that bullet is moving at 50 yards from that handgun? I mean, that's the thing. And can you see that? Well, if you can see it and that's useful, I don't mind using that lab radar. So, yeah, and I'll ask all this again in the videos over and over. So, but I'm just hitting you with this ahead of time. Because like I say, I'm going to do the velocity test one way or the other, but I can do it with the regular chrono and just give you the muzzle, or I can do it with the lab radar and give you every one of them. And it only takes me like an extra 5 minutes to switch to the chronos. But I've got the jelly test every time. I'm going to use the old chrono, but it's perfect, y'all. I didn't miss a single. I mean, it's absolutely perfect with these lights. Anybody who uses one of these optical regular style chronos, I'm telling you right now, if you've had any trouble of any kind in the outside, even if it's the brightest sunlight you've ever seen in your life, if you've had any problem with your chrono, this right here is the best thing I bought. I can't even remember anything that I bought that's more worth my money than this was. It changed the game that much. There's no error at all. There's no more error. Ray, the lab radar on the rifle rounds, I'm definitely staying with the lab radar on everything for that. Well, if y'all can read all those velocities, then yeah, I'll leave the lab radar. Yeah. Another thing you can do is get the muzzle velocity. Yeah, exactly, Swamp. But here's the thing. That's why I'm saying if y'all want that info, I'm going to leave the lab radar because that takes me a lot of time editing. If I have to like hand do that crap and type it in, like, oh, I hate the editing, man. So I'm glad that lab radar shows that. If y'all can see it, then we're good to go. All right, Gord, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you hanging out here. All this crap I'm saying will make sense. If y'all hadn't seen the video today, the one tomorrow, like I say, the one tomorrow is going to still have those purple lines. Those purple lines, that was all a matter of the cheap camera I'm using. It's a real cheap old little disposable almost camera. And I switched, to be honest with you, what I did was I got a better camera on it now, but I thought about it. I was like, I need a camera, just 1080 is fine, like anything, just because it'll be nice and sharp. But man, I didn't think, but I went out and bought a little disposable, or not disposable, but a prepaid cell phone, like $30. And it's got a super nice 1080p camera, everything on it. So that's the way to go. Dale, what's going on? All right, I didn't see you. You must have just popped in. Bill, you're the one putting the work into the videos, do whichever radar. Yeah, I don't care about either radar. Like I said, it only takes me 5 minutes, but I didn't want to waste my time using that lab radar if y'all couldn't even read them little numbers and the little words. But it's going to be, if you could read the ones today, then you'll definitely be able to read the new ones for sure. Because like I say, the one today, that's a 720p camera. Like that thing is super, super old. All right, Jim, I appreciate it, man. Randy Roberts, the lab radar is awesome. The lab radar is awesome. It was expensive, dude. That thing was $600. $600, y'all. I know some of y'all just went, God almighty. Because that's what I did. Yes, $600 is what those things cost. And dude, then they sell out, like they literally sell faster than they can make them. They sell that fast. But for rifle rounds, Al Ray, okay, brother, I appreciate you. But for rifles, like it's, oh man, like you just set it beside you, or in like serious competition or serious when you're developing like low development. Oh, it's so game changing right there. So nice. I mean, you can make it calculate the BC for you. You can put in the humidity, the elevation, everything. I mean, y'all ain't even seen like nothing none of the info that thing can do. It's insane, y'all. Yeah, they're sold out everywhere. I'm telling you, they sell out. But the info, but I'm telling you, the info that's in that thing is absolutely out of control. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody asked me how much it was. I was like, more than a handful of high points. Let me just put it like that. Dude, I'm telling you, Swamp Operator, yeah, if you dude, I sat there the first night, it's got an app, it downloads on your SD card. Like if you're into that stuff, it's the ultimate. I mean, I love it. I'll totally love it. And I knew going into it, I'd done a lot of research, so I knew the handgun thing was going to be sketchy. It's just the fact where I'm so close and I've got so much noise, and it's just not. But that's fine. That, like I say, that IR light fixed it. So, like I was saying, if any of y'all use that chrono and you've had a bunch of errors, I'm telling you right now, those lights, even if you're outside, they are amazing. They totally took all the errors out of it. Gary has a lab radar. Yeah, they're nice. They're super nice. They are nice. But if I didn't, don't get me wrong, if I wasn't making these videos, I wouldn't have bought that. Like, I'll just tell you, it's no way. No way. Yeah, I did. I checked them side by side. That's funny you said that because I noticed that too on these last couple of tests. I was getting low. I was like, that stuff's higher. But trust me, on the next two, not the one tomorrow. Well, we're starting tomorrow. They go back down. Like, yeah. I think we just ran into some lucky ones on these last couple. Yeah, but the ones starting tomorrow, they go by. I'll just go on and tell you. So tomorrow you're gonna see, well, that's gonna totally tell you. You'll watch it anyway, because this is a good one. Tomorrow is the 380 max expansion test. So everybody's all about these max expansions. Y'all know I didn't want to test them. They were sent to me. That's why I tested them. And that's all I'll say about the max expansions. But you definitely want to watch that max expansion test tomorrow. I still have the light kit from the chrono I shot just in case I need them for that's the tough way. Yeah, definitely. At least you got a spare. I actually got two regular chronos. I keep a spare chrono just in case I ever shoot the thing. But see, the lab radar, there's no chance of shooting that. If you shoot that lab lab radar chrono, you deserve to have to buy another one because you did some dumb stuff. If you shoot that lab radar, I mean, you done something really, really dumb. 10 millimeter max expansion. I don't know if there's 10 millimeter max expansion yet. So yeah, so 380 test tomorrow. Y'all see that. And then the next one's going to be a 9 millimeter hero. That'll probably be Tuesday. So y'all getting the whole rundown. Then Thursday, you're probably going to see a 380 versus 9 critical defense test. And then Friday, it might be like I did a 10 mil test, but that's just a few of the things coming. Boondogger, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you stopping by here and hanging out. You just jinxed myself. Yeah, I know. If you shoot that lab radar, I mean, you have done something. You've done something crazy. 380 ammo. Yeah, wait till you see that. I wanted to. I mean, well, y'all know how I feel about that stuff. Probably some of y'all. I think all of that stuff, all of that gimmicky, like, and I'm gonna call it gimmicky because I'm telling you, after you see it tomorrow, like max expansion. Yeah, right. Watched the video the other day. I'm telling you that heavy clothing. I have to admit, I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong at the beginning. I was very hard headed about the cloth, putting the cloth in front of the block. I mean, for one, I didn't have much block to work with. I just started out, but I'm telling you, I was totally wrong. That cloth is a game changer. It's a game changer. Totally, it's a totally different ball game from shooting bear gel. Totally different. I mean, it took some rounds that looked absolutely fantastic in bear gel and shut them down. Y'all have seen it. Mike Bartell, I appreciate you, brother. If I didn't say hello, Tim Robinson, what's going on? I appreciate that, Mike, big time. Appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, I was stubborn, man. I was stubborn. I even did a couple of them, and there wasn't much difference. I was like, all right, that's the end of it. Y'all saw it. I'm sticking with the bear gel. But it's game changing. I mean, look at that T series. And I know a lot of people still defend that T series, but I'm done with that T series. I love that stuff. I thought it was the greatest thing ever in the bear gel. And y'all have seen what that cloth did to the T series. And honestly, at the end of the day, and I say this every time, don't get me wrong. I mean, getting shot with any round, even and especially a bigger round, like it's gonna mess you up. Don't get me wrong, but y'all know the deal. You know why I complain when you paying for something and it's claiming to do something that it don't do. And that T series got totally defeated. It shut them down. I mean, it tore them up. Irish Rover, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. All right, Bullets, I appreciate you, brother. Most AKs are flaring firing pins floating. Half mile, I already said neither are the SIGs, but people keep buying them. But yeah, I'm telling you, that cloth it's something else. Me too, Truth Hurts, big time. What's my bump in the night gun? Actually, it's a Mossberg, the Maverick 88 would be the first one I would grab. Well, the first one I'd grab is my P80. I keep it on right there on my nightstand. But then two more steps. Basically, my game plan would be grab my P80, flip on the light, shine it. If nobody's right there that I need to shoot, I'm going to get up and grab the Mossberg and start down the hallway. That's my plan. I mean, that's really all you need, honestly. Until you get now, after that, I've got deeper plans. But at first, yeah, you pick up your pistol on the nightstand, you shine the light. If nobody's right there in the immediate vicinity that you have to shoot, then you get up, you grab your shotgun with the light on it, and then you start down the hallway. And then if you got too many people, then you just grab what else you got and get busy. Clickbaiting on the page. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Shotgun's a beast. Like, well, I know I'm big of a AR fan as I am. Don't get me wrong. My ARs are ready to roll, but a shotgun is a beast. A shotgun's a beast, y'all. Even the mini shells, mini slugs, the mini buckshot, a shotgun is a beast. Haven't replaced the PA with that Canic yet. Nah, well, I mean, I carry that Canic. Let me tell y'all something. That Canic MC9 is a great little gun. I'm telling y'all that. Every time I pick it, every time I do a test, like when I do these tests, like I have so many guns. It's hard, y'all, to remember all the point of impact for all these guns, where I need to aim and all my points of impact. So really, usually, it's been one I hadn't used in a while, at the beginning of the test, I put a paper target and I'll see just where my point of impact is. Like I'll tell you there, I cheat a little bit. But that Canic, like there's a few of them, but the Canic's one of them. I don't even have to. I don't have to. I know exactly the hole that I love is hitting right there. I love that Canic. I love that thing, y'all. I love it. It's been fantastic. I'm so glad too, because my local shop was supposed to be trying to get one of those reflexes in, those FNs too, just so I could try it and see it. But I'm not that I want to change anything. That Canic's super nice, y'all. That's a super nice gun. And I'm going to tell you who makes some really nice holsters. Anybody's out there who's got one of those Canics, the MC9s, and you can't been able to find a holster that you like, or you can't find a holster anyway, Muddy River Tactical. Muddy River Tactical. I'm not affiliated. They ain't paid me nothing. But I'm telling you, they got some nice holsters. They make them for the MC9. They actually even make them for the TX22 Compact. I've had several people ask me about that. Muddy River Tactical. They make holsters for pretty much every time a new gun comes out, they jump right on it, it seems like. I'm telling you, their holster, I carry their hybrid. Their hybrid, it's got the full Kydex with the click retention and the leather back. It's a super nice holster. Really nice. And they shipped it fast. Like I say, I actually emailed the guy too, and because I'm a huge Alien Gear fan, I used the Cloak Tuck, so I wanted just to get a shell for that one, but they wasn't making one. They didn't have any time frame or nothing. So I emailed the guy at Muddy River, and he emailed me back almost instantly. I asked him like, "What's the thickness differences?" Blah blah blah. He emailed me back, told me a few things. I like fine. So a couple days later, I went ahead and ordered it, and I mean, it's super nice. It's really nice holster. Security 380. I really don't see Tools clickbaiting, but if you want to try it, I hear it's catchy. Yeah, J and K, I know, right? I got to do it, man. I need to up my views. Chazzy, yeah, that's almost the only place I could find one for that MC9. GX4 has a safety read. Yeah, I saw that. I looked up my serial number. Mine wasn't a part of it. Yeah, they were like, it's on their homepage. Unloaded immediately. Do not use it. Injury or death could occur, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. I hadn't had any problem with that GX4. That GX4 is a super nice little gun. I can't shoot it near as good as I can that MC9, though. The MC9 is a little bit bigger than those smaller ones. It's like I'm pretty sure I've never owned the Shield Plus, but I think it's like Shield Plus size. That might be part of why I shoot it better. I'm sure it is part of why. But it's a super nice gun. I'm glad I bought that thing. I've got some real nice guns, y'all, that I ain't even shot yet, hadn't done any videos on. I just bought something like the other day when I was getting ammo at my local shop. I bought something super nice, y'all. Super, super nice. I'm telling you, wait till you see what I bought. I couldn't resist. They had one about All-American Prepper, great combat training. Is airsoft Glock using airsoft? And I'm about 19. How are you? How's it going, Tools? Bruce, what's going on, brother? Half Circle, what's happening? I don't know if I said hello to you or not. DJ, I'm sure I already did. Chazzy, the Axe Forever. Dude, I bought something super nice. I'm telling you. It's something they had like month ago, so ago, and I would go in there. I was like, I just need to get that. I don't need it, but I want that so bad. And then one day I got up, I was like, I'm just gonna get that thing. Went down there. Oh, it was so so I was like, okay, it's all right. I'm like, it was one of those moments where like, I'm glad you sold it, but inside I was dying. You know how it is. Like I tried to save face, but I was like, I really didn't want it anyway, and I had to turn and like wipe my eyes a little bit. But they got another one in, so I didn't hesitate this time. I knew better. Full auto pellet gun. Full auto pellet. Hey, that's a great clickbait. I've seen that one, but people stopped falling for that one as much as it looks like. Armorist, give us a hint what it was. I'll give you one very general hint. It's chambered in 44 Magnum, and that's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. Chambered in 44 Magnum. And it's nice. Let me tell you something. It's super nice. But it'll be one. Well, this one, y'all might I'll probably get some views on this one. Because I'll be honest with you, it wasn't a Colt Anaconda armors, but I am on the lookout for an 8-inch Colt Anaconda. I've had the opportunity to buy the 6-inch, but if you're gonna get an Anaconda, get the 8-inch. I mean, it's the biggest snake. You gotta be the 8-inch. That's how I feel about it. I'm on the lookout for, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it. What was I saying? Y'all distracted me. Oh, the full auto BB guns. I notice a lot more people ain't falling for them as much. You used to see that all the time. Like full auto, blah, blah, blah. It's a BB gun. A lot of people playing with them. I shouldn't say that. That would probably offend y'all. I don't really care though. It's a lot of these gun channels. Oh, these over full powered, oversized BB guns. That's what I call them. And I know they're not little toys, but these air guns like coming out of the woodwork, dude. Y'all like have 90% of them sponsored. Like I'm like, Jesus God, help me, man. Some people love them things. Like I said, I know some people be like, what are you, air gun hater? I just ain't into the air gun thing. Like, why would I buy an air gun when I can buy a real gun? I don't get it. But a lot of those are sponsored, so you can't blame them. Yeah, the air gun thing ain't for me. Can't do it. Can't do it. But that's like everything, though. I ain't hating. I mean, get paid. If you can get paid, get paid. But God, some of it, I mean, so many, it just gets blown up. That's why I don't even do any of them, hardly them optics and stuff no more. I'm just burnt out on that stuff. Just you get flooded with that stuff. It's insane, y'all. It's totally insane. And it happens all at once. You're like, God, why is everybody all of a sudden liking this gun? Hell, they're not liking it. Like, oh, well, they are liking it at the moment because they got a check to talk about it. But yeah. I just buy what I like. I got into that rant because y'all will probably like what I was just talking about, chambered in 44 mag. Y'all probably gonna like this one, but it seems to me like, and I would talk about it in my gun store all the time, like the stuff that I really want, like that's nice, that I think it's nice. I'm like, oh man, I've wanted this for so long. Every time I make a video, I hardly never get any views on it. So I'm like, God, so I have to buy that and then buy something else that I like, know that people will watch, I have two different, the guys up there, they already know. Like I have two different categories that I buy from. I buy stuff that like I truly have wanted for like years. And then I have the stuff over here that's like, I don't mind having, but I know a lot of other people won't. So I get those a lot of times. Henry Big Boy. No, it wasn't another Henry Big Boy. I got that. I got a Henry in 44 already. Really, the only Henry that I don't have that I want is some kind of 45 Colt. I need to get one in 45 Colt. Send my 4570 over. Defiant. Yeah, TCX is 4570 is devastating. Yeah, I got some I bought some kind of 4570. Definitely send Tools your 4570. I got what was that hammer down? I've still got to test that. Got to test that hammer down. That hammer down is probably pretty nice stuff too. Dale, me too, Tools. How about a Henry AR7? I got an AR7. That's the survival rifle, right? I got one of those. I had it for a while. It's like the camo one. Only reason I ended up buying it, I'd kind of wanted one for a while, but then I saw one in camo, so I went ahead and bought it. CR42 hunting. What's going on, brother? Ruger carbine in 44 mag. I'd like to find one of those. It wasn't that, but I'd like to run across one of those. Those things are expensive right now if you can find one used. Be nice if they remade that, huh? In their new style. I doubt they'll ever do that. It's probably not much of a market for that as far as they're concerned. I don't know. I'd buy one. High point 44 mag. You better get out of here, Lee, with that high point 44 mag. I need to. You birdie 44 mag. Nah. You might be on the right path there. You might be on the right path. See, I've said too much already. Now I've said too much. I shouldn't even have told y'all the caliber because that made it really too easy. But I've actually got, and I ain't bragging when I say this, but I'm backed up on actual guns that I've got because some of them are like the kind of guns I was telling you about. Like one of them, something that I always wanted. It's another one of my Call of Duty type guns. Y'all know how I am. Yep, I'm one of them dudes. It's another Call of Duty gun that I've always wanted. So I finally got one of them. So I got to make time to get that done. I ain't even shot it yet at all. So I got to make a video on that one. And I got, what else did I get? I got a couple things that I got a couple guns that I bought back in November actually that I don't know if I'm even going to shoot. They're nice, but they're like I mean, there's not like something I don't want to touch or something, but they're super nice and they're like special edition stuff. So I don't even know if I want to shoot them. So I really still got to decide on that. I've been torn on that. Been torn on doing that one. Have some 45 Colt brass from 45 years ago that I don't reload yet. LC carbine. Did you play the older Call of Duties? No, the older ones, yeah, like the Black Ops, yeah, exactly. Armors. That's what I'm saying. Like I was the Black Ops 2. Hit me up tomorrow. You a phone call in the hole. I hear you, CR. I'm a phone call in the hole. Man, I've been so busy. Tools, no. Yeah, Randy Adam knows. Yeah, I ain't saying what it is, but new shooting table plans. That's something I really should do while it hadn't gotten really too hot yet. I do need to do that. You have to at least let us know what the guns are. I can't tell you, man. You gotta wait. I hadn't even made any the range gang. I've usually make like preview videos for the range days and stuff. Terrell, what's going on, brother? I hadn't even made any videos of any of them yet. They are some nice guns, dude. The one that I was just telling you about, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I'm going to do a video on that one pretty soon, though. I love it. Some of y'all probably hate it. Because stuff like, like my PS90, like half of y'all is like, why'd you buy that stupid thing? The PS90, then people were like, man. The Tavor X95, people were like, man. And to me, like, those guns are sick, man. That Tavor X95, that Tavor is a incredible rifle. God, that Tavor is so nice. I had some family up for Mother's Day, and I'm telling you, that Tavor, everybody was like, when they got behind that X95 and started rattling up, they were like, oh, yes, it's so nice. So nice. I mean, it's so nice for a bullpup. Tools, have you ever shot a Rossi 92? No, I've got a couple, though. I've got those, I got a couple of Henry 357s. Well, no, I got the Henry 357, and then I've got that, hell, I forgot what it was. That's terrible. The Cimarron, Cimarron U-Birdie, I think it was. I've got that in 357. I got too many guns. What y'all think about a gun collection video? I'm still on the fence about a gun collection video. I think it's boring. I think gun collection videos are boring. The only person's gun collection video I actually like, and y'all probably like, oh, he's so cringe. I hate him. He's so cringe. He's cringe. He's cringe. And y'all probably already know who I'm going to say by saying that. But his is the only gun collection videos that I like because he actually shoots the things. Maybe some other people shoots theirs too that I hadn't seen. But most people are like, all right, here's this one. And here's this. And they're in the house and they're like, all right, here's this. And I got this one. I got this one. But like, if I'm going to do it, I want them all out there. I want to shoot them all, like, and that's just so much work. Oh, I mean, and don't show my, and here's the thing, like y'all seen most of them. Look, honestly, I know what y'all are saying there, and I wouldn't show anything that I wouldn't show y'all. But at this point, as a YouTuber that makes gun videos, y'all see all the guns I buy. Y'all see all the ammo I buy. Like there's no hiding what I've got at this point, as far as most of what I got. I mean, we're past that point. And honestly, if you don't think, well, y'all know, I don't even have to say it. I'm not out here advertising the stuff that I don't want y'all to know about it. I mean, there's stuff that I ain't gonna show y'all, and that stuff I wouldn't show on a gun collection video. But the stuff I'm showing y'all, like, I mean, yeah, there's no hiding that. Like, I've got videos on the internet, for God's sake. And if you don't think that the government can figure out everything you buy really anytime they want to, if it really comes down to it, they can get whatever they want to get. I don't believe in a gun you don't shoot. I'm kind of like that most of the time. Yeah, it's all out there. It's everything you got. Like, well, not everything, but if they wanted to know everything, yeah, they got the technology to beam on down and get and know everything they want to know. Like, if it comes to that point, they gonna know what they need to know if it comes down to it. But yeah, there's some things that, yeah, I've never show anybody voluntarily. They beaming. You got to get the 10-4. Where's the 10-4? You got to get ready. I'm telling you, I stay prepared out here. This should always be part of your bug out kit. I'm telling you right now. Form fitted. That's why I wear this hat. Form fitted. Boom. Beam away. I'm protected now. This thing right here acts as the deflector. Boom. It comes down. Beams it back up. It's like EMP. It's like I'm EMPing and blocking them at the same time. Y'all better get with the program. I'm telling you. I'm going to start selling these hats with the piece of tinfoil that comes with it as part of the beaming kit, the anti-beam kit. The anti-beam edition. Nobody better steal that. I'm telling you, don't steal my anti-beam edition idea. You need the foil to wrap your cell phone. Exactly. Yeah, honestly, the reason I hadn't done them, though, mainly is because I think they're boring. I think gun collection videos, for the most part, are boring. But Demo Ranch is the one I was talking about. Like, I watch his gun collections because he actually shoots the things. Then, like I said, there might be some more that I hadn't seen. But y'all see, I mean, good Lord, y'all see guns that I buy all the time. I mean, there's some that I hadn't showed you yet, but there's some that I hadn't showed you that I plan showing you. I just ain't had time. Demo Ranch, yeah, most people knew. I know a lot of people can't stand it. I don't watch much of his stuff anymore. He had got where he was doing kind of the same thing, shooting gummy bears or whatever over and over and over. And you'll shoot all the gun. Yeah, exactly. Errant microwave and radio waves. Oh, I believe it, Savage. 100%. 100%. I believe it. I got the best collection on YouTube. I'm telling you right now. I got the best gun collection on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you why it's the best. Because it ain't the most expensive, and it ain't the most rarest, but it's the most diverse. I'd be willing to bet it's the most diverse as far as ends of the budget spectrum, use spectrum, genres. It's probably one of the most diverse collections, period. I'm telling you. I go from a Heritage Rough Rider. I go from a Cobra 380 to a Scar 17. I mean, that's diversity right there. People call me a gun snob sometimes, believe it or not. When I've got like 24 Heritage Rough Riders, literally 24 Heritage Rough Riders. I mean, I ain't even exaggerating. It's probably more than 24. And I actually like them. It ain't just because I bought them. I actually like the things. That little Phoenix I just bought, I'm telling you, that little Phoenix blew me away, man. I can't believe how good that thing runs. I just knew it was going to jam up instantly. Petition to link this man up with Paul Harrell. Breathe to sign armor drill. Don't he lives over in one of the crazy states, though, don't he? Washington, one of them, don't he? Pete Bryan has a 4570. Looks like we're sending him someone. Is Pete in here too? I didn't even see him. I appreciate y'all hanging out, man. Like I say, Defiant Munition, those guys they've been awesome. There's only been 2 or 3 ammo channels. I don't get any of this ammo. I don't have any sponsors, y'all. I don't. Nobody pays me, and I don't have no ammo sponsors, no gun sponsors. But I've had just maybe 3 or 4 ammo companies. Defiant Munition's been one of the best for sure, as far as reaching out, sending me stuff. You know, I didn't call them or harassing them or nothing like that, but they just offered that stuff. Who else? Sierra Outdoors. I'm gonna tell you something about Sierra Outdoors. I kind of wanted to make a post about this, but I'm just gonna let it roll. I'm just gonna let it go. the whole Sierra outdoor situation, I ain't doing this to like kind of try to ruin somebody, keep you from buying it. I don't care if you want to buy it, buy it. If I say it's junk and you still want to buy it, it's your money. I don't care what you buy. But the Sierra outdoor stuff, when I tested it, was junk. In my opinion, it was junk. And y'all know the whole story. Those y'all watched Sierra outdoor, saw the video, reached out, wanted to send me ammo, and it was a show from the start. They sent me a case of ammo, and turned out I hadn't tested it, and before I tested it, luckily they emailed me again. Oh, I think we sent the wrong stuff out again. So yeah, it turned out it was the wrong stuff. So he sent me another box, and then y'all saw that new box, the new stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what I think happened here, and I really shouldn't accuse them of this, but let me tell you what I know that I was told happened as far as the whole new improved rounds of theirs. So y'all know right about after that, there were every place in the world put them on blowout clearance, cheap as dirt. You know, my thinking here, this is totally my opinion. I have no proof to back this opinion up. But I had some people in the comments say that they would ask me about, you know, how are we going to know the new stuff's out there? Well, they claimed that they had talked to Sierra. Sierra. Was it Sierra? Yeah. Talked to Sierra and emailed them and got an email back saying that they didn't have any plans currently, no timeline, if or when that this stuff was going to be released to the market. So here's my opinion. Here's what I think happened. I can't prove it. This is just total speculation. I think the whole thing was just kind of a little PR little stunt here because they knew I had a few people. I'm not saying I got massive pull, but a lot of people watch some of these videos, and that was one of them that a lot of people watched. I think it was just a little thing to try to save face and be like, oh, you know, we're putting some new stuff out, and people don't know if it's new stuff or not. When they see hollow points for $9.99 a box, they jumping all over it because I got comments nonstop. I bought a bunch of it at blah blah blah. I wonder how can I tell and check if it's the new stuff or the old stuff? Come to find out, I'm telling you right now, I don't think there's any new stuff out there. So any that Sierra outdoors y'all seeing, 99.999% chance that it's the first stuff that I tested. So if you think that's worth buying for $9.99, buy it. But yeah, I think that whole thing was just a little PR stunt on Sierra's point. Good night, Tools. I appreciate you, Brandon. Brian, from what you've been seeing, you are very fair and unbiased. For probably before, I would definitely say it. Now here's the thing, and here's one of the things. I'm glad you actually said that, Brian. What's a few of the other gun tubers channels like? A few that I actually watch a lot. Oh man. I used to watch a bunch of gun. I'm gonna tell you somebody I watch kind of a lot, but last few has been is Garand Thumb. I love his stuff, man. I know he's one of the big ones that's corporate, blah blah blah. And I know some people can't stand that, but that dude's stuff, his production quality is off the charts, man. I can't help but watch some of that stuff. His stuff is amazing, man. Some of his production stuff is so good, so good. And I'm on this. I watch a bunch. Like it really, honestly, the titles and the thumbnails catch me big time. I don't. Brandon Herrera. I watch some of his stuff. I watch actually quite a bit of his stuff. I'll be honest with you. I check out the thumbnail catches me big time, and the title catches me because I'm one of these like I don't watch every single video of somebody because Kentucky Ballistics. I watch some of his too, definitely. Some of his I watch a lot. But Garand Thumbs, something about his production quality. Well, I mean, it's money. That's the something about it. It's big money. It's a big budget. There's no mystery to it, but he's got it going on, dude. His crank video, the start of that video, if you were to show that to somebody, they would have no doubt in their mind that they were watching a real Hollywood budget trailer for a movie. That crank video of his is that good. It's that good, man. So awesome. Administrative results, I've watched a couple of his videos, but my thing about him is like, I know people hate when I say this, but he's like a Garand Thumb 2.0 kind of like the vibe I get. So like, I don't need really but one Garand Thumb kind of style, you know. I used to watch Iraq Vader in 88 a lot. I mean, I hadn't so much no more because he don't really seem like he shoots as much anymore. A lot of the channels I used to watch barely shoot. Some of the channels I used to watch don't ever shoot anymore. Like they have went totally political stuff. Hickok, I still watch some of Hickok sometimes. Dang it, dude. I guess I got to go. Chad, what's going on, brother? If I didn't say hello to you. Oh, but what I was talking about earlier about the whole ammo sponsorship, Fraser was talking about, yeah, buy, unbuy, and if theirs didn't do good, I mean, I'm sure I said some things they weren't happy to hear about it, and they probably disagree. But that's all well and good. I didn't dog anything, and that's another reason I don't take these sponsors, because I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why I'm telling you right now, anybody who had a gun sent to them. I really, I don't care who it is. I don't care what their reputation is. I don't care how much I like them. I don't care any other fact that if they had a gun sent to them, I cannot 100% believe everything and every opinion and every kind of attitude they have toward that gun. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I can be honest with you. I'll tell you 100% honestly, if somebody were to send me something, if that Defiant ammunition that they sent me absolutely was an absolute turd, I would not come on here and say this stuff is an absolute turd. I would tell you it's bad, but I would say it in a much more diplomatic way than I do with something that I just paid for. And I'm honest enough to tell you that. And I'm telling you right now, every single person out there would do the same way. Every single person. I would still tell you it's bad, but I would, like I say, I would be much more diplomatic in the way that I told you it was bad. And instead of just saying this stuff is an absolute turd. This is the worst stuff I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't say that if somebody sent it to me, even if that's the way I felt. I'm honest enough to tell you that, because it's just the way it is. That's capitalism. That's business. That's the way it is. And that's why I'm telling you, if somebody got sent a gun, you might can trust a lot of what they say, but there is always that certain point where they're going to hold something back if they really think it's an absolute piece of crap. They're going to hit that point where that split second they're going to hold that little bit extra back that they would not just threw out there. I'm just telling you right now. You can think they won't, but they absolutely will. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you that because I would. I'm just telling you you would. You can call it be out of courtesy, out of whatever you want to call it, but they would. Yeah, exactly, Fraser. That's exactly right. I mean, ammo especially, yeah. And plus, I don't care. I don't care about brand loyalty. Like, people with the brand loyalty is something, man. When it comes to guns and brand don't mean nothing. I don't care what kind of reputation your name brand has. If it's a piece of junk, it's a piece of junk, man. But a lot of people ain't like that. But yeah, I'm just telling you. That's why I wouldn't now, and I ain't telling you, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I would never take any sponsorship. I would never take anything. I ain't gonna tell you that because I can't tell you that the day might come that I might. But as of right now, I've turned down offers to, like, I can have all kinds of guns sent to me on a T&E basis, all kinds of guns right now if I want to. But I don't care about that. If I want the gun, I'm going to buy the gun. And think about this. Think about all these guns that you see these people like, oh, this thing's great. Look at this great thing. But have you ever seen them use it again in any video ever? Have you ever seen it again? 90% of the time, I guarantee you'll never see it again. You will never see it again. Turkey's opinion. Is Turkey's opinion in here? I didn't see. I don't know if I've seen Turkey's opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's big money. And like I said, I ain't faulting nobody. I'm just telling you that's a fact. That's why I can't take nobody else's opinion serious if I know for a fact they got free stuff, or even if they got a loaner. I mean, it don't even have to be free. Even if it's T&E and you're going to send it back, it's still that same fact that you're getting a quid pro quo of some kind. It's always going to be there in some, no matter how minute, it's going to be there eventually. So I'm trying I'm trying my best. Like, I'll take, like, if somebody wants to send me ammo to test, absolutely. But if all they have to do is watch one video and know that I'm going to tell it like it is, like 100%. But yeah, if somebody wanted to send me, I would definitely take the ammo and test it 100%. But I'm like, money, I've never been paid for any of this stuff. I've never been paid by any company. I'll call them out. I'll call them out. See, I don't care. I really don't care. Max Safes. I'm sure probably maybe 2 months ago, 3, 4 months ago, maybe Max Safes, the whole digital and the whole read your fingerprint safes, blah, blah, blah. Chinese safe company. Y'all know the drill. They contacted me. wanted me to do blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, you send 2 units out. That's my standard deal that I used to do. Like I hadn't been doing any of this stuff, but if you send 2 units out so I can give one away in the future, I'll do it. So they emailed me back. Okay, we'll send you 2 units, but we'll send over the contract. I'm like, contract? Listen, woman, yeah, you got the wrong dude if you want me to sign a contract for a free safe. That's what I'm thinking to myself. And sure enough, this contract, it's you ought to see some of these contracts, y'all. It's like they want you to give up all intellectual property rights to your video. They want to have complete say on the time frame. So all this is at the start now. They want to have complete say on the time frame, complete say on the content when it's posted. They want to be able to take it down, have it take it down. All of this in this little contract now and they'll give you a free safe. And then the real kicker, and it's coming. They want you, one of the requirements is to speak positively of the product, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, they're going to pay you. So me, I'm like, all right, I don't give a crap about this Chinese safe company. Let me just tell them how it really is. So I sent them back an email, just basically raking them over the coals. You think I'm going to work for free, blah, 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 for Chinese safe, yada, yada, yada. So then magically they send back, oh, well, we can revise the contract. We're willing to pay up to $450 US. Put it in the contract. They were going to pay me $450 to make a 5-minute video of that Chinese safe if I spoke positively of it, y'all. I'm telling you, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Think it ain't the way it is if you want to, but that's the way it is. And I just never even replied to them after that, obviously, because y'all ain't seen no MagSafe on the channel. But yeah, they're all like that. They're all like that. They were going to give me $450 to speak, but it had to speak positively of the product. So yeah, they're buying the positive the review. They're scumbags, not the first. The first was the 150. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why that's exactly why you see so many ads on YouTube. $450 is nothing. That's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. And that's nothing. You can't even, it's unfathomable the amount of money I'm talking about for huge channels. There's no way you wouldn't be able, you'd be like, no way, there's no way. You're exaggerating, but no. Yeah, it's huge money. But yeah, and I won't say always, but you can bet, you better believe a lot of the time, one of the stipulations is a positive review of the product. 100% guaranteed. Not 100% of the time, but I can guarantee it. That's why I don't take that stuff. I'm telling you. And like I say, I ain't trying to be like saint over here, holier than thou, but yeah. No way, man. Because then I can't talk crap. And that's the fun part of it. TNT, where'd you get that hat? This is actually Cletus McFarland merchandise. He's a car YouTuber. If y'all are into cars, I'm sure you know who he is. But if you're not, it's part of his merch. I really like to get some shirts made and I'd love to get some of these hats made with me a patch on it. I know where to get the patches made. I can get the little embroidered nice patches. I know how to order those. But these hats are so incredibly hard to find a company that will personalize this type of hat. You can get straw hats, and some of them have the American flag, but this exact, like, I'm so picky. I want it to be nice. I want it to be right. This hat is right. Whoever he got these hats, and I'm sure they're Chinese made, but whichever kind they are, he got the good ones. I'm telling you. I need to just email him or try to reach out to him somehow, send him some kind of email, see if he'd answer back. I would do it. Here's my problem with the merchandise. I'm gonna tell you what my whole holdup is with the merchandise. I would do it right now. I'd do t-shirts, blah. I'd plug it into the Teespring, whatever site. But I'm so picky that I want a good graphic, and I need to hire somebody to make me some graphics. And I just don't want to have to go through the back and forth of getting with some kind of graphic designer and getting what I like, trying to get my vision out. You know what I'm too picky. That's all it is to it. I'm too picky, but I can't do it myself. So I got to let that go, and I got to get somebody that can do that for me. But I want it right. Like, I want somebody who can do it and who don't mind me being like, can you do this a little bit differently? It doesn't take too much money. That's a fact, JB. You get hats made, Gary. Yeah, I like I say, I want to, definitely. I can get the patches myself for sure. Contact Johnny B on merch design. The YouTuber Johnny B. Yeah, so I say I just need somebody who will make me some, like, maybe I can send them a photo or something. You know what I'd like to have? Here's my vision on it. I can, the little logos, the Tools and Target logos. I could probably do that myself. I'd like to have some logos, but I like to also, like, for like the big graphic, I'd like a caricature type or animated type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a really nice artwork, not just some bullseye that I can do myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to look nice. Even I don't mind paying for it. Even I just want to, like, I just, the whole thought of it makes it's right now. It's making my blood pressure high even right now. Just thinking about the fact that, like, I'll give somebody something and they'll send it back to me, and then I'm like, I kind of like it, but I don't want to really drive this dude absolutely crazy, but it's not exactly what I want. That whole process is making me, like, stress out just thinking about it. I need to hire somebody and be like, look, here's the amount of money I'll give you, but you have to, like, let me aggravate the crap out of you until it's right. Like, I need to find somebody willing to let me do that. I'm sure it makes sense to some of y'all. Yeah, he runs TriStar Trading. Is that in? I'm guessing that's in the answer to Johnny B for sure. But that's where I'm at. I would love to have merch, but I need to find somebody. And I'm like, can I just go off of Fiverr? And I start looking on Fiverr, and I'm like, Jesus, man, there's like a million people on here. How do I even know I'm getting some jackleg that can draw stick figures? Like, oh man. See, here's what I'd like to do, honestly, because I think this would be easy, and then maybe it might not be the best at all, but I can start with this. I want the files. I want you to make me the artwork, and I want the files to do what I want to do with. If I want to go to Teespring and upload them, if I want the artwork files, and that's all I want. That's all I want. I can handle the rest of the stuff myself. Even if it's as simple as going to Teespring, I can at least get some kind of merch. That's all I want. I just need artwork. Because there's no way, there's absolutely no way even close that I'm going to deal with no shipping stuff out and keeping inventory and all that. That's never happening. Absolutely not going to happen. Ain't no way. I'm not even close to having extra time for that. So yeah, I literally want to send somebody an idea or like a photo or whatever, and an idea, and them make artwork and give me the files or sell me I'll pay for the work, obviously. I'll make you some shirts, but I'm gonna need about 350. Damn Loch Ness monster. You gonna put the Loch Ness monster on them? Jail block hat. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking like I got some ideas in my hand, like jelly time, like, with like me pointing at the jail, like the whole jail block in its wavy form. Like, I've got great ideas that I want, but I can't draw that. I got no artistic ability. That's what I'm saying. But then I want somebody to be like willing to like tweak it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some people will, but my problem is like places like Fiverr, when I'm going on, like that's the only place I even know to look for something like that. And then you read all these, of course they're great in their own mind, but like, how do you even know, man? Like, I'm wasting 50, 100, 150, whatever it is. And I'm like, over and over. Like, how do you even know? I don't get it. It's stressing me out just thinking about it. Your ammo videos are great. Appreciate that, DT. I'm just glad now that the ammo videos are the bigger views than those or the jail testing videos, what I mean, than my ammo hunt videos. And I know some of y'all still love them ammo hunt videos, but they don't get near as much as my jail videos no more. And I'm glad. That's exactly what I wanted the whole flip-flop to happen. I'm so glad it did. I just wish people would watch my gun videos more. And I totally understand why. It's because if somebody wants to watch a gun review, there's more bigger channels that could probably do a better gun review. I just want a green shirt that says jelly contraption. I know that's right. Yeah, I appreciate I appreciate the heck out of y'all watching the videos. I try to keep it, I try to keep jail videos aren't the most interesting in the world, but I try to keep it interesting by, doing funny stuff or whatever, trying to make a little story out of it. To me, I think it's a better story if I've got and honestly, I'm doing it because I'm interested in it. Like I want to see it. Like the punch was man, that punch was awesome. It was like who can beat the punch, just keep it interesting. That's what I try to do anyway. Sometimes it's like watching paint dry. Like, come on, man. I appreciate that, Chazzy. Yeah, I like to keep a story with these. I think that's more interesting to me. Like, all right, this one did good. Like, oh, can it? The T series was another good one. I got to figure out some more good ones here. I got some stuff cooking though. You think of Matt, sometimes I think of them. You know what sucks, Matt, is sometimes I get my stuff ready like the previous day and write them all down. And I start thinking to myself, like I'll come up with something. I'm like, oh, that's a perfect jelly time. I got to remember that. And I call myself stupid here. I'm stupid and I don't write it down at the time. And I'll get out there and I'll totally forget what it was I thought of. So I've started writing them all down now. It's hard to come up with some of them, y'all. Some of them's pretty good though. I like them. I like them myself. The last 223 jelly test. I thought that was a good one too. Yeah, I like those too. Uh, the yardage on the rifle ones are tough though. Like I'm not sure where to test those rifle ones. I try to do something. I mean, I can test them out to 100. It's no big deal, but to me, 100 is like, because y'all know, like I want to do some hunting rounds too. Don't get me wrong. I love the ammo hunts. I don't have RK guns where, but I used to go on hunts there. Just like I appreciate that, man. I love some Rural King. I want to do hunting rounds too, but like my main focus is like self-defense stuff. So I kind of try to pick a more realistic, like there's not but so many kind of justifications you can use for self-defense at 100 yards. I mean, you could come up with something probably, but it's a stretch. So it's kind of tricky on the rifle ones. You ever worry about not having? Sometimes, champ, I do, but then I'm gonna tell you right now. Some people want me to do this, but I'll never do this because it's more. I could show you like where I keep my just shooting and test ammo. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I don't even know half the stuff I even got back there. Sometimes I try to do like maybe 4 or 5 tests in a single day out here on the range. Sometimes I only get 2 or 3 done, depending on how it goes. But I plan for about 4 or 5, and sometimes I'll be sitting there thinking like what to do the next day, and I'll write them down. I'll be like, crap, I need 2 more. I'm like, I have no idea. Literally, all I have to do right now still is walk in my gun room, look at the shelves, and just start pushing around. I'm like, oh, I ain't shot those yet. I mean, there's that many rounds still not tested. There's that many. It's crazy. But yeah, sometimes I think like I'm running out of stuff to do. It's like you're never out of stuff to do. And like just think of like the caliber versus caliber. Like, y'all, I got tons of like I got ideas for gel ammo testing for like forever. But I want to change it up. That's what I'm saying. If I can get that vehicle, I'm telling you, if I can work that out, really, I just got to drive it up there. It's like I'm just saying I got to work it out. I just got to get time to drive it up there, period. That's all it is to it. But I'm telling you, I can test auto glass, I can test windshields. It's got a sunroof in it, the back glass, all it's totally intact. It's in completely running. There's nothing wrong with it except the transmission. That's what I'm saying. The tests for that are endless. Like I've got 4 doors that I can do carjacking tests on, inside and out, through the glass, through the door. Tons of videos. So that'll be awesome. I got to get that up there for sure. And that's what I'm saying. And not only will I just shoot through it, but that's why I've been keeping these cloudy gel blocks. I don't throw any of this gel away, not even the old stuff. Yes, exactly, Mars. Exactly. I ain't just gonna want to shoot through the door. Like, oh, can this gun get through the door? Hell, most guns can get through the door if you don't hit any kind of structure. Like, I want the glass behind the door. I mean, I want the gel behind the door, behind the glass, behind everything. You mean jail behind the car? Yeah, exactly, Mar. Yeah, I said yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that way, just any 22 tri shock. I don't know if I even heard of that. Purchase squad screws, all the glass. Yeah. Yeah, I almost thought about that. I almost bought some glass, like just to do tests. But now that I've got that, that's what I'm saying, man. I got tons. I'll have like the whole thing's full of glass. The windshield, I don't man, I could get a few tests out of that at least. 22 Tri-Shock. I don't know if is that LR or what is that? Damn, them gel zombies are so incredibly high, dude. Oh, those things are stupidly expensive. I don't know if y'all have looked at those, but go look one of those zombies up at one. Go look one of them zombies up when you have free time. I'm talking about like $1,000-something for those loaded up torsos. That's insane. But that's what I'm saying. Look how, yeah, and it's so incredibly overpriced because they're just giving them to people to blast out here on a video. Like, don't get me wrong, capitalism, you're always worth what somebody will pay you. But geez, dude, when you look at those prices, I was like, holy, no way. They don't last, but I mean, you shoot them and they're done. Like, what are you gonna do with them? You blast that thing with a big caliber and that sucker's gone. I mean, that's it. There's no way. I don't know how anybody could actually buy. I mean, all of those you see on the big channels, they're obviously given to them or given to them at a huge discount or for free. I don't know how anybody could justify buying one of those. You would have to have a huge channel that you're going to get 1 million views on to buy that. Then yeah, it's nothing. But they're that expensive. They're incredibly expensive. I didn't know they were that much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was like, wow. I was like, that thing's probably $500. And when I looked, I was like, what? Scarif Rogue. All right, brother. I appreciate you hanging out, man. Yeah, them things are way too rich for my. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, you ain't gonna see one of them unless it's given to me or I'm a very big channel sometime way in the future. It ain't gonna happen. What about the frangible I sent you? Did I never tell what which one was that, Jamie? Was that that one the center fire, was it? Was it the center fire or what was that one called? See, that's what I'm saying. I got it. And anybody else out there, I need to go look to when I go back in there next time. Anybody, I meant to make a well, I guess I could just do it on live. Ain't that many people, but yeah, I know there's some ammo. I went in there and looked. I was like, somebody sent that to me, and I never tested. Dude, I'm terrible about that. Like, if I hadn't tested something and somebody knows that they sent me something, and it's been a while, email me again or something. If any of y'all's in here, I'm terrible about it. I'm telling y'all, I've got so much ammo piled up that it's just, I don't know what I've shot and what I hadn't even shot. I got to look though, because frangible would be something different. Well, I mean, you can make your own. The problem with making your own, the big benefit of clear gel blocks is they're not perishable. They keep forever, basically. They're nice and clear where you can see everything that's going on. But yeah, they're expensive. That's the downside. The Knox gelatin stuff, I mean, it's cheaper, way cheaper, but you make it and then it starts deteriorating. You got to keep it refrigerated. It's perishable. I ain't got time for that. Go kill a hog and hang it up and shoot it. I guess so, yeah. I guess that would be good. And I'm not even big on like just going to get a pot roast or a ham or something. I mean, yeah, it's not useless by any means, and it shows you some stuff, but I mean, that's not anywhere close to like a living. I mean, there's the water content's all gone. It's not even close to the same anymore. So you're still just getting like a good idea, just like anything else. I mean, and until you can find somebody willing to take the bullet, that's just all you're gonna get. You're gonna have a good idea. I guess I could run an ad looking for volunteers, but I doubt anybody's gonna take me up on it, y'all. Thanks for your consistency. I appreciate that, champ. Savage, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you hanging out. You like Paul Harrelson? Yeah, he must spend a damn lot of money on pork and oranges and stuff. Well, he don't. I guess he don't do them near. See, I'm thinking like almost all the time, like I do. I guess most people don't do them as much as I do as far as gel testing. Gun Sam Revolver, he does them pretty often, I think, don't he? About probably about as often as I do. But I'm telling you, like that's why you don't see many people do it like this often. Like you'll see them do it once in a while, like, but it's like full time. Tomorrow I'm melting gel tomorrow, melting more Monday because I'll probably go to the end of the week after the rain stops. But like I say, if I don't do one, Sutherland, what's going on, brother? If I don't do one, y'all quit on me. Y'all fire me, go watch something else. You quit watching. You quit watching my videos. So then YouTube don't notify you. So then you don't watch no new videos. So then they unsubscribe you. I know how it is. I'm telling y'all. One day I go without making a video and I watch the numbers like nobody watches. Y'all unsubscribing. I don't get no subscribers. It's like, what have you done for me lately? Y'all have the short-term memory, man. I'm blaming every one of y'all for it. No one is melting gel other than a couple. Most want you to send them gel. Exactly, Fraser. Exactly. You used to have that overlay with the measurement grid. Did that get damaged or was it lost? No, the reason I still have that actually. But the problem with that is the camera angle that I have is misleading. So I had people, oh, it was only blah, blah, blah. And you said blah, blah, blah. And I'll have to explain to them when the camera's at that angle, you're not seeing an exact front view. So it looks like this. And I just got tired of the same old angle over and over. So I just measure it myself and tell you what it is. Chris, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I ain't far. I'm in Southwest Virginia. But I still have that grid. Here's another thing about the backstop. I'm glad you said that, Jeff. And this ain't towards you, but I'm getting sick and tired of the idiots. Oh, you're shooting off into the forest. You're shooting off in the forest. People are absolutely clueless, man. That whole thing is an uphill hillside of my property. If your ass is on that hillside on my property, I don't care if I shoot you or not. Let me just tell you right now. That whole thing is uphill the whole entire way, man. The whole entire way. It's so misleading on videos, but you get these dumbass experts in the comments. Oh, I can't support this. You're blasting into and that's when I say, you know what? You're an absolute idiot. Here's the block button for you. You're a total idiot, man. Like I own every single piece, everything you can see all the way to the wild blue yonder is my property. If you're on my property, you need to get shot, period. The end. You can go report that all you want. If you're on my property and you get shot nosing around, I don't feel sorry for you at all. I just hope you're not still able to testify. Let me just say that. Like I get so sick and tired of hearing the experts with that stupid crap, man. Some people who've never picked up a gun in their life, they're range safety Sally. Oh my God, you don't have a backstop. Please go home and shoot your one round every 3 seconds and shut your mouth. And please stay in your place where you belong. That's all I can say to y'all out there. Idiots. Idiots. Oh man. Everybody's an expert, man. And I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all know if y'all good people, y'all know you good people, and you should know I ain't talking to you. But if you feel like, let me tell you right now, when I say stuff like this, if you feel like it's a personal attack, then it probably is directed towards you. Like there's where it is. Like people know if they're good or not. Fraser, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate everything y'all done, man. Yeah, that's my property. And it's all uphill. It's all uphill. People need to learn like you. And that's the stupidity. You can tell right there, they barely held any guns in their life. And the only thing about bullets, where they going, any kind of ballistics or anything else about a gun or ammunition is what they've been told by somebody else. And they want to pass it on or regurgitate it just like it's fact. And they've learned it and they know it all their life. They have no clue. That's always the ones. That's always the ones who know it all. They barely shot a gun. I guarantee you they might shoot 200 rounds in a year on a good year. On a good year. That's the experts right there. Morons. How's my blood pressure doing? That was another. I had to block a dude this morning. I had to block one this morning. It was about totally something different, but I was going to blast him up on the comment, but I was like, this dude's so stupid. It's time for him to go because he's been a long time troll. And this morning, like I woke up early. I didn't get a good sleep. It was time for him to get on out of there. He had to go. 100%. I mean, he even went to the part. Let me tell you what this cat did. What was it? Oh, it was something about the jail. I hear that nonstop. I'm so sick of hearing that about the jail too. If you want to use some other kind of jail, go use some other kind of jail. Stop watching this channel. Stop. If you're not convinced that the results you're seeing through Clear Ballistic channel are legit results, unsubscribe and leave. Like, period. I don't care. Like, I'm honestly telling you, if you're not convinced and you don't think what you're seeing in Clear Ballistic gel being used is legit results, then it's time for you to go skedaddle because it's always going to be used. Everybody knows that. And I'm telling you, it's calibrated the same exact way. This stuff comes with calibrations the same exact way organic. Are there some differences between them? Of course there's going to be, but I can promise you I can replicate the same results in both of them if I shoot enough rounds into both of those blocks of gel. So please stop trying to school people on something you don't know nothing about. This was another one of those this morning, the moron. Oh, I don't know why you insist on not using real gel. None of these tests mean nothing if you don't watch real gel. Well, then why do you keep coming in here every day for the past 3 years running your trollish ass mouth? That's all it was. So it was done, man. You're a troll. I'm done with you. Goodbye. You're done. And hit the block button. So, he's got to reply back. I see how that is. Well, game on. Just make sure that you know all my cousins and my brother and sister are all going to make sure to be told to report all your videos. Dude, all I could do is laugh. Man. What a stupid idiot. And the name was N.E. Cummins. Just so you know, it was N.E. Cummins, like the Cummins turbo diesel. The stupid ones need to be called out. N.E. Cummins was who it was. N.E. Cummins. So if you ever see that idiot in another chat, and just know you're in the company of an idiot. They need to be told. I'm tired of they need to be called out, man. That's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of stuff. It ain't getting called out. People's feelings need to be hurt. They need to be embarrassed. They need to be ridiculed. They need to be ashamed of what they're doing. That's the problem. Everybody's like, bless their hearts. They're just trying to be their self. No, it's time to be ridiculed, shamed, and be told that you're mentally ill and what you're doing is absolutely insanity. It's not normal. We're not going to pretend like it's normal. The time to pretend is done. It's done. And until you start doing that, then you're going to be stuck in the same place hoping that some law gets passed. No, man. It's time, dude. It's sickening, man. That's why I don't make the political videos, because I know it's going to be deleted. YouTube ain't the place for that. It's not the place for that. So to come on here and pretend like you're something, but you're holding your tongue. That's why I don't do it, because I would have to hold my tongue. Because I'm telling you, the time for being politically correct and pretending and pandering to the mentally ill is done, dude. It's ruining the country. Everywhere you go now, it's ruining this country, dude. And all the news stations and everything are going along with it. They're going along with the mental illness and their pretend little illusion in their imaginary world that they're living in, that they want to be real. It's time to hurt their feelings, embarrass them, bully them, and ridicule the crap out of them and make them know that they're mentally ill and not normal. It's disgusting, man. Everywhere you go. I was in the freaking Walmart yesterday, dude. I looked up and there was a white package of Skittles, for God's sake. I don't even have to tell you the rest. It's everywhere, man. Oh, man. And it's because they keep saying that, they're going along with it. Even the scumbag Fox News, they're going along with it. Every time they say something, I'm like, why did you call that person what you know they're not, man? because you want to be nice about it and you want to keep your job and you want to sit up there and pretend like you're the conservative side and you're this and that and you don't believe in that, but you're still going to go along with it. You're still going along with it because yeah, you can't have it both ways. Oh man, it's disgusting, dude. It's totally disgusting, man. It sucks, man. But that's what I'm saying. What you gonna do about it? I mean, what you gonna do about it? I don't get it, dude. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's gonna be done about it. I mean, yeah, you voting ain't doing nothing because I'm telling you that all the sides are going for it now. All the sides are going for it now. Just look at it. All the sides are going. You ain't going broke when you go woke. That's just the thing. You can sit here and point to this stock, this stock, this stock, this stock. But when you look at the big picture, you're not going to go broke. Nike was supposed to go broke a while back. So many countries are supposed to go broke. I mean, it's just, yeah, the corporate and government is like, they're cemented in, buddy. They're cemented in. But you ain't got to pretend like it's all right. That's the thing. Like, yeah, you have to deal with some of these scumbags to live nowadays. But to sit up there and pretend like it's all right, pretend like it's normal and pander to them while you're sitting there trying to pander to the other side. Oh, yeah, that stuff is, that's un-American and that's unholy and blah, blah. Come on, man. You're full of crap. You just use them. They're going to use any side they want to use. You know, was another perfect example. Maybe want to puke, man. Sean Hannity up there with this whole grandchild of Hunter Biden's and blah, blah, blah. They didn't give a crap. If anybody out there really thinks Sean Hannity gave a crap about some grandchild? Sean Hannity didn't give a flying crap about no grandchild. Sean Hannity wanted to sit up there and make the Bidens look as bad as possible. Oh, how could they disown their poor grandchild? That poor little child. Oh, the poor little child. Oh, the Bidens must be terrible scumbags to disown the poor little child. Sean Hannity don't give a crap about no poor little child. Give me a break, man. Oh, man. They're disgusting, dude. They're totally disgusting. But that's what I'm saying. But it's the lesser of the two evils. They are right now, as far as the most stuff that I care about, they're the lesser of two evils. It's a shame, dude. Oh, it's a shame. The 2A, nobody gives a crap about your gun rights. That's a total joke. Nobody. That's a total absolute joke. They'll trade off anyone they got to trade off behind the closed doors. Totally. 100%. That's an absolute joke. Neither side gives a crap about your gun rights. Because the problem is they don't think gun rights like you and I might think gun rights. That's not, no. Gun rights, oh yeah, you've got a pistol you can protect yourself with. No, I want the pistol, I want the AR, I want the full auto, I want the damn RPG. That's not gun. No, you can have the pistol to protect yourself. That's what, and they'll trade all the rest away. Please don't kid yourself, man. No, none of them cares about your gun rights. The only thing they're in it for is power and money. If it comes to down to making money or staying in power, they care about that particular gun right. And you ain't getting none of them back. Like all this crap, I ain't even going back into that again, but that's just foolish to sit here and wait on, we're going to wait on them. Oh, Congress just called them to task. Oh, Congress called them up there and they really grilled them good, buddy. Did you see him stand up there and say he didn't know nothing about a gun? We all knew he didn't know nothing about a gun. They just wasted $5 million of our dollars to put it on TV. I mean, and to get you to cheer about it. Oh, they did a great job. Here, take another $1 million to tell him he don't know, to tell us what we already know. It's stupid, man. People that think that you rah. Oh, Jim Jordan, they took him to task. Jim Jordan don't give a crap about nothing but staying in power and getting reelected. That's his job. That's his job, man. All of them. Oh, please, you're kidding yourself. You're absolutely kidding yourself. They took him to task. Oh, we got an injunction. Oh, but it was only for a couple of people. Oh, no, but it was only for the FPC. Oh, but it's for everybody in the FPC. Oh, but, well, we won't get a nationwide. Oh, yeah, but give me a break, man. It's stupid. Stuff is stupid. You're going to see 100 more about it between now and then, 100,000 more. This whole injunction was the best thing that ever happened to these clickbait YouTubers because it can keep dragging on. That's the best thing that ever happened to them. gun laws, any gun bills coming up, it's the best thing that ever happens to them. When they get up in the morning and see there's more gun bills coming down the line, don't you dare think the first thing in their mind is, oh, I'm going to make a bunch of money and a bunch of views off of this one. Here's the title that's going to get the clicks. Please don't think any different. You're stupid if you think different. You're absolutely stupid. Don't even. It's stupid, man. I don't understand it. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand the stupidity of people who buy into it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why can't you not use your stupid head and say, well, let me think about it. Does it make sense that they would just give something back when they don't have to, and we have no power to force them to? Oh yeah. They'll realize they were wrong. Oh, the Supreme Court. You think the Supreme Court's got any power anymore? Oh, we're waiting on the Saint Benitez. We need Benitez's ruling. He'll save the world. Which Supreme Court ruling are the states listening to right now? Clue me in. Clue me the hell in, because none of them are listening. They don't care nothing about no Supreme Court, and everybody, oh, Saint Benitez, he's gonna give us all our guns back. You're clueless. You're absolutely clueless. The Supreme Court don't mean crap anymore. The states are in control, and you're at the mercy of whoever controls your state. That's the way it is. That's 100% the way it is. Period. It's ridiculous. People eat it up, though. I'm telling you, I don't understand. Like, I just come to the conclusion that, yeah, we're screwed. Eventually, this country is going to suck as far as what we know it as. But I hope it's that way. I hope it just lasts until after I'm dead. That's my hope right there. I've come to the conclusion you're eventually going to lose a bunch of damn gun rights. Please don't think any different. Hopefully we're all dead and gone before then. But yeah, you're going to lose a bunch more gun rights before this is over. It ain't even close, man. How about 2011? How about 2011's 9mm? Oh, you knew it. You ain't going to get me with that one. You tried. You threw the bait out there, but I ain't taking it. Oh, God. Don't you dare buy a 2011 Chamberlain. Nah. Buy what you want to buy, but it's still blasphemy. And it's also absolute blasphemy to chamber an AR in 7.62 by 39. I don't care how many y'all's got one. I don't care if you get mad and unsubscribe. It's absolute blasphemy. And you probably going to have a good chance of getting hot in the afterlife for doing it. You better know it. If someone's saying that the ATF shows up your door, be sure and call your police and report someone could be in person. That's probably a good idea. Fixing to be a war here, Racing said. What else did I have to talk about? I got all my. I didn't have but a few little things going on. YouTube got to be waited too long. Yeah, I know. I try to, like I say, as well. It's rain for the next. Well, I went yesterday. Like I say, I knew rain was coming through the rest of the week, so I went yesterday and got 4 videos done. So I got enough to last through the week. So I don't have to. Only 7.62. I don't know AKs. Yeah, I don't have to worry about getting stuff ready tomorrow at least. Hey, don't hate on 1911 9mm. Oh God, Brandon. They're trading them off on a rule. Yeah, exactly, Charles. That's what I'm. But who's stopping them? That's Trump's fault, honestly. Well, partly Trump's fault. Let's be honest here. He let them get away with it with the bump stocks, and then look where we're at with those. And people, oh, we got a big win on the bump stocks. You didn't get nothing, man. Show me the store where you can buy the bump stock. I don't get it, man. And grandfathering in is nothing like this pistol brace. Oh, we got an injunction. Yeah, but it's only some people, certain people for a certain amount of time. It's still going through. It's just like people are okay with stuff being grandfathered. Oh well, that ban passed, but luckily I had mine. At least we're grandfathered in, and they're actually some. If it's. I mean, if it is what it is, I mean, you just come to that conclusion. But to be okay with that, some people are literally okay with that. Well, as long as I can keep what I got now, I mean, I guess it's okay. And hell no, it ain't never okay. It's never okay. Tools, this guy Tanner Lang has asked the same question. If you don't answer, he's going to freak out. Where's Tanner Lang? Where's Tanner Lang? Let me see. Let me see. Tanner Lang, hey, what is your recommended amount of bullets through the cloth gel? Well, I mean, if you talking about no questions asked, you know it's going to do the job. I mean, HST is where it's at. Like, there's no denying it. There's no denying it. Now, there are other rounds that done very well that are cheaper. But as far as if somebody was to ask me one single round that you know is going to do, or you feel very confident it's going to work anytime, I'd say HST. As far as, and especially as far as like availability and something like that. Now, I carry right now that Underwood 124 plus P plus gold dot. That's what I carry. So if you asking me like what should you carry, in my opinion, it's anything plus P or plus P plus, the 115 or 124 from Underwood. Anything that they have labeled plus P plus is fantastic. If you're asking me what to carry, I'm going to tell you the highest pressure stuff that you can get, period. That's what I'm going to tell you. So, but the practical answer that I give people is HST because it's available. I know it works good. Because I'm not like people. I want all the pressure. I don't give a crap about muzzle flash. I don't give a crap about the sound. I want if it comes down to it, I don't care if my ears are ringing for the next week or the next month. I don't care about nothing else besides dropping whatever I'm worried about coming at me or that I need to drop. I want them dropped fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. No questions about it. Quick, done. Take them down, period. Like, I want the most power that I can handle within a reasonable. Now, I don't want to be firing off my 500 mag in my house. But don't you think for a second that I would not hesitate to pick up my 16-inch AR loaded with 30 rounds of VMAX and absolutely empty that thing in my house and not give a crap about my ears ringing for 6 months because, like somebody just says, I'm alive. Just like Robert said, I don't give a crap. You sitting there worried about your ears. Oh, I better get something that's not real loud in case I have to use it. Well, yeah, and then you sit there and shoot and Oh man, I really want to blast. I really want to talk about that crap. The video today with the 25. I really want to talk about small calibers altogether, but I know some people are so defensive about this, and I'm not. I don't care. I'm just using common sense, but some people are so defensive about this. That 25 round, there is no way I would ever carry a 25 for self-defense. There is no way ever in a million years unless somebody's literally said this is the only gun you can ever carry in for self-defense ever for the rest. There's no question, but it's the only gun you can ever carry. Unless they said that, I would never choose a 25 auto for self-defense. And please stop with the stupid ass, oh, well, I guess you won't stand in front of it and take a hit from it, though. I bet you won't stand and take up from. Of course I won't stand in front of it and take a hit. I won't stand in front of you and let you shoot me in the face with a Red Ryder either. That's the stupidest comment. That's one of the stupidest comments you can possibly ever put in the comments. It really is, y'all. That's one of the stupidest things you could ever put in the comments. Or even a stupid stat like, oh, everybody that came into the ER was shot with a blah, 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 died. Well, put a different caliber in their hand other than some trashy ass thing that's all they can afford, and it would be the same thing. That has nothing to do with ballistics and lethality of a caliber, effectiveness of a caliber. None of that has anything to do with anything. If you want to use stupid little examples like that, I don't know how many people actually know this, but the whole thing that just happened about 2 months ago with the kid that went up on beating and banging on the old guy's door, and he shot him through the door. You know what he shot the kid with? A 32 long revolver, a 32 long. It hit him in the head, went around his skull, and popped right out. The kid was out of the hospital in either 4 hours or 4 days. It was a 32 long. And I've had people, I had today. And I'm not picking on anybody individual, but y'all, I'm telling you, some people got to realize, like, what are you saying? Like, what are you saying, dude? A 32 long. So I had somebody say, "Oh, I've got one person that's oh my 32 long. Oh, if you get a good 32 long, oh, it's very potent." No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Jesus, the kid got shot in his head at like point blank almost. And you're going to try to defend a 25 that's even weaker. Oh man. That's crazy, y'all. Yeah, in any round period, if you get shot in the right place or wrong place, depending on which end you're in, it's going to do the job. But if you don't think a 25 auto is far, far less superior than almost any other round in existence, then I don't know how else to say it. It is terrible. The energy is absolutely terrible. It's less than a 22 LR. It's less than a 22 LR. Oh, but it's center fire. You know how many malfunctions I've had with 22 punch LR in over 1,000 rounds, well over. Y'all know how much I've tested. You know how many malfunctions I've had with 22 punch LR? This many, that many, zero. That whole, I mean, the excuse, the arguments, like, and not even arguments, but the excuses is like, and I'm not even trying to tell you like, don't buy it, don't use it. Like, I'm not personally, I got nothing personal against 25 or 380 or any other round, but I'm just looking at you and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. That stuff is terrible. It's terrible. Why would you carry that? There's no way. It's terrible. Whew. Yeah, don't. I bet you wouldn't stand in front of it. I hear that so much, y'all. Please stop saying that. I bet you won't volunteer to stand in front of one. I can promise you this: if you give me the opportunity to stand about 7 yards from one, a 25, and I can move a little bit versus a 10 mil, please pick up that 25 instead of that 10 mil. Like, come on, that's the point there. They all will kill you, but it takes a whole lot more skill and luck and all kind of other stuff for a 25 to kill you versus any other caliber. Are you gonna be able to sleep today? The whole stand. Everybody thinks they're weak until you ask them if they want to stand in front of one. Oh man, that one right there makes me go like that one makes me to bless your heart inside and out. Like I'm just blessed the whole everything. Let me tell you something. If I pull a gun, if I'm having to pull a gun, I won't even say that, but yeah. You're barely, I can tell you right now, a 25 ain't even effective at stopping people a lot of times. That's my point. Like stopping, killing, it's totally ineffective versus every other caliber. There's no other caliber that's worse, that's less effective than a 25 ACP. Tell me one. Unless it's something from the damn 1700s. There is none. It's less energy than a 22 LR. Think about that. One of them today was 66 foot-pounds of energy. I could punch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm almost positive. We can punch way more than that. What's your thoughts? 40 cal is an amazing round. 40 cal is fantastic. Oh no, yeah, Scott. Hey, if you want to shoot it, hey, look, and here's what I'm saying. I don't care. Yeah, shoot it. I'm not telling you don't shoot it. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't ever use that. But what I am telling you is don't try to sit here and convince yourself or anybody else that that's a totally effective round for self-defense, because you are way, way, way undergunned and way underprepared for any situation that you would have to pull a gun in. If you're in a situation that you have to pull a gun and use it, and you got a 25, trust me, you're completely undergunned and underprepared. If it's a situation where you need to pull a gun, a 25 ain't no better than a pocket full of rocks. Period. I mean, that's insane. I ain't telling you don't carry it. If you comfortable carrying it and you fine with it, but I'm just telling you, that's my opinion. And what I've seen backs it up. Math don't lie. That's one great thing about math, or at least the old kind of math before this made up crap they do now. Math don't lie. It never does. Wait till you wait till you see. I can't wait till I actually want to take a poll, but then I'd call people out. I don't want to be that ugly. I'd like to know how many people out here right now think those max expansion 380 Underwood rounds are some great rounds. I'm just curious. Don't raise your hand though, because then, yeah, that video is coming tomorrow. That's all I'll say. I'm so sick of those stupid rounds, y'all. If anybody wants to send me any round, I'll test anything. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't buying any more 380 rounds. I ain't buying any more gimmicky ass rip rounds, max expansion. I'm not buying any of that. I'm never buying any more of that stuff. Never. Just because of what I know now from what I've been doing for the last almost 3 years, I'm never buying any of that gimmicky crap ever again. Ever again. Especially in small calibers or slower calibers. Jeff, I'd rather have that 22 Taurus. I'd take that Taurus 22 loaded up with Punch 22 LRs any day of the week in 100%. You wouldn't even, there's no hesitation over a 25 in a heartbeat. And anybody who wants to can drop the whole reliability issue. Like I said, I've probably shot more than Punch 22 LRs than most people you'll ever meet right now. And I'm telling you, I've not had one single misfire, not one single time, not a single one. I would take that 22 LR loaded with Punch any day of the week over those 25s I tested today. It's more energy in those Punch, and it's just as much or more penetration in those Punch. And you've got more. You've got 10, what is it in the compact? 12, 10, 12, whatever it is. I can't even remember what the thing is now. Yeah, I mean, I done skipped everybody's comments. See what y'all did to me. I'm blaming all y'all for this. 380 is very weak as well. 380 is tricky though. 380, y'all know how I feel about 380. The only way I feel about 380, the only reason why I feel, or the main reason why, y'all already know why, is because of the stuff that people run 380. And I totally understand why I ain't gonna get on that same rant with the 380, because that's way more understandable to me. Yeah. I understand why people carry those shorties, but it absolutely kills the ballistics of 380. 380 is already so hard to get a good round to work good for, and then you put it in that short barrel, and it's almost impossible to get a conventional expanding round in that short barrel 380. To me, in my opinion, it's a total waste of time. It's a complete waste of time. Run one of those solid fluted rounds, or run an FMJ, or whatever, or if you're running an expanding hollow point, you're really running an FMJ, or you're running something that's going to have terrible penetration. That's just my opinion on that one. Now I know 380 is all over the place, and I ain't near as adamant about 380 as 25, but because 380 is a much more capable round than 25, and much more capable than 22 LR. I mean, no question. 380 is a whole different step up from what we were just talking about. 380, if I was going to run 380 100%, and if I had the choice of whatever, it's Extreme Defenders 100% plus P for me. Now I know some people's funny about plus B, but if you told me you got to carry this LCP max, what round do you want, period, it's Underwood Extreme Defender plus P. Now if I didn't have those or didn't want to pay that money, it'd be a flat nose FMJ. Those are the two rounds I would pick for 380. It would have been the Hydra Shock Deep until I ran that through the cloth. And not that I really care about expansion. That's something that a lot of people misunderstood on this 25 video. I don't care if it expands. Like, I would rather it not expand in those tiny calibers, because then it stops so short. But while I complain, why I complain about them not expanding, most of you already know, is because you're paying for that performance. You're paying for what's advertised and expanding. And if you're not going to get that, then save your money and buy the FMJ and have a lot more rounds. That's the only reason I complain about that 25 not expanding. I'm glad it didn't expand, but not for that expensive round that was supposed to. Hammerback, $9.99 super chat. Glad to catch a live. Saw a YouTube channel say Liberty Mission 10 man would not go through pectoral muscle aggressor, wouldn't stop aggressor fragment. CS 730. I appreciate that super chat big time. I'm gonna tell you my thought on that civil defense. Y'all have already heard me say I'm not totally sold on that stuff, but that 10 mil wouldn't have no problem going through a muscle. I mean, that stuff was moving at 2,400 feet per second. There is no denying that 10 mil civil defense would mess you up, dude. When you're talking, that's the thing. Like, I'm not all about penetration. Like, I'm not all about if it don't go but so far, oh, it's trash, period. That's totally not the case. Totally not the case. People misunderstand me, but you got to have both. When you're talking 2,400 feet per second at that kind of energy, yeah, I don't care, man. To that kind of energy dump, that thing is going to tear you up. It's going to tear you up, period. But when you're talking about something small with less energy, I mean, yes, it's still a bullet. Let me tell you right there. Here's the main thing. I probably shouldn't say this too much because y'all might stop watching my videos. But I'm not near as picky as I make out on these videos as far as personally what I would go grab right now. I don't care. Honestly, if I had to go grab something right now, I would not even choose nothing. If for some reason I was stuck with an empty mag, and I wouldn't be like, all right, let me go find I would go in there, probably reach blindly, grab that caliber and load it up. I don't care what it is at that, and in that kind of situation, it doesn't matter to me. But I just look at it when I do these videos. I look at it from the point of, all right, I just bought this round based on what this box says I'm going to get, and I paid this much for it. And if I don't get that, then that's a failure. That's the way I look at these. But in my personal life, I don't care. I'm just going to tell you, if it pokes holes, I don't care. If it penetrates both of those blocks, I'm going to load that thing up and I'm going to dump that sucker until I hear a click. If it comes to that, that's just the way it is. I don't think, but sometimes, like, overthinking, man, God forbid anybody's ever in that situation, including myself, to find out what it's really like. But in my mind, when it goes down, if the worst happens like we're thinking about, then none of that crap matters. It's pick your weapon up that you can get to, that you're comfortable with, and you start squeezing off. If you're picking up a gun, period, then start squeezing them off at what you're picking the gun up at. I don't care about the noise. I don't care about the flash. I don't care about nothing at that point except staying alive. It's survival time when you pick up a gun. When you pick up a gun, that to me, if I pick up a gun, my life is in danger and it's survival time, and I'm doing what I got to do. I ain't thinking about no other peripheral, nothing. It's time to get crazy. Have to be a big payment. Jeff White with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate that big time. I think people overthink it a lot. Like, how many people, like, maybe some of y'all do. I mean, who's got ear protection hanging by their bed? Who's got body armor hanging by their bed? I mean, I got a set of plates in my gun room with the rest of my crazy stuff if something really goes down, but I ain't thinking about no plate. If I hear, if I hear something crash and my alarm goes off and I'm sleeping and I get woke up by my alarm, like I said, the first thing I'm doing is reaching right here, not even before I even get out the bed, and grabbing my P80, flipping the light on. If nobody's in my room, I'm rolling out the bed and grabbing that Maverick 88, turning the light on, and then I'm starting to find out what's going on. There's no thinking. Like, I don't have time for earmuffs. Like, 5 seconds could be like, just think about it. Like, even think about your house. Like, if you're in the middle of the night and you hear, like, say your door get kicked in, or if you hear the alarm go off, think about how quick, if somebody was like seriously coming in, they don't care, they have the worst intentions, and they're going straight through and finding anybody. You could kick my, I could, if I, even if I didn't know, it's kind of cheating because I know, but I feel like even if I didn't know, I could kick my front door in and I could be in my master bedroom. And I bet if it took 10 seconds, I feel like I could get there in 10 seconds, even if I didn't know the route. You ain't got time to be worried about, oh, it's going to hurt my ears. Oh, it's, I got to get this. You ain't got time for nothing, man. It's time to save your life. Hammerback, 1090. Brother, I appreciate that. Even if I don't agree 100%, I always see your point. Very grateful for your test. I can see Liberty Overwatch 10 a little heavier. I got retired from fight with arm purpose. I appreciate that, brother. The Overwatch. I'll see if I can get some. I want to do I do need to test some more of those civil defense. I want to do some barrier tests with those too. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of armor testing. If your door gets kicked in, it's probably a no-knock warrant. Either way, they getting ready to meet the Gila mini slugs if they come down the hallway. It's all I know. You won't even hear the blast. That's what I'm saying, sheepdog. I don't care. If it's that situation, yeah. I ain't thinking about nothing except what I've already got drilled in my head that I'm going to do. Chad Kelly, MB, if your door can be kicked in, that's your... Well, that's true, MB. I guess how big the foot is. The noise is the last thing on your mind with stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's your shotgun choice, the mini slugs. Yeah, that's what's in there right now, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, Nick Show stuff. Yeah, he sent me a bunch of them. Nick Show stuff. NSS in the chat. He's the one that's, if y'all been watching the channel for a while, he sent me a bunch of mini slugs. I did a video on a bunch of those. Some pretty good stuff. Those mini slugs are amazing. I'm telling you, that test I did with those mini slugs, if y'all watched that, I used a full-size Wolf, 2 3/4 inch Wolf full-size slug. And I mean, oh gosh, let me hush. Let me hush. We got shotgun royalty in the house now. I was just getting ready to talk about shotguns, but let me shut up. I ain't even worthy. Just go ahead, Tile Flater Mouse. Tell them what's the best shotgun round. Go ahead. Nah, if nobody has never watched Tao Flater Mouse, I'm sure probably if you gun people you have, he does amazing shotgun stuff. If you're worried about shotgun stuff or interested or concerned or curious about shotgun stuff, you definitely want to watch his channel. Really cool stuff. Excuse me. No, what I was saying is that one I did with the mini slugs, I used a Wolf, a full-size Wolf 2 3/4. And honestly, them mini slugs did practically as well as that full-size Wolf. That's why I loaded those up. No one throws money like that. That's true. Jeff White, $50. Man, I appreciate that, brother. That's too much, man. I appreciate that big time, dude. Dude, did you just send two $50 super chats? Man, I appreciate the heck out of that, Jeff. That's way too much, brother. I appreciate that big time, man. Oh, gone. Appreciate that, man. All right, where was that? You done got me out of whack now, man. I appreciate the heck out of that, dude. Caleb in the house. What's going on, brother? Still. What's under the hat? I got hair. It's a hat hair though. Some people don't think I have hair. Look, this is probably the first hair reveal ever. But it's so gray, I don't like to show it much. That's it. That's the only hair reveal you'll ever get. See that? And the only reason you got that is because YouTube royalty is in the house. Yeah, y'all can thank Tao Flater Mouse if you've ever been curious if I was actually bald under here. See my super chat. Scott Hughes. Brother, I'm sorry, man. I'm missing everything. Let me. Oh, I seen it. I'm telling you, I'll get on a roll. Please test the HST40 and HS10. I can do that for sure. I can definitely do that. That's actually be a good test. Let me write that one down. I always write these down that y'all tell me, believe it or not. Let me get back to the bottom down here. HST40 and 10. Let me write that down. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to go back. There's still several tests or several rounds I want to retest from back when I was not using the cloth, back when I was still stubborn about that. And I want to just see the difference. Because like I said, at first I was like, I thought you lived in that container deflator mouse. You ain't right. Hang on a second. Let me close my door. Hang on. Dog trying to come out in the garage. Nah, I have to stay out in the garage here most of the time, though. My wife exiles me out here. $100 and he's taking his clothes off. I wouldn't go that far. Paradise Arms, long time no see. What's going on, man? Closing in on 10,000 subs. I hear you, man. I hadn't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're still hanging in here, man. Have you ever had a ND? Not anything that I can ever remember, man. I've had, if you call, I wouldn't really call something like this a negligent discharge. Like, if I've got like something AK or AR with a real light trigger, and I'm purposely going to dump a mag anyway, and I'm kind of like I'm out there on a roll in a rhythm, and I kind of like accidentally make an extra shot, but I'm still kind of in the loop. You know what I mean? I've had that happen a few times, but never where I'm like just not totally meaning not to be shooting or nothing crazy like that. Thank goodness. I mean, I'm pretty careful. Yeah, you don't have to bribe me. Where's Jack Bad Tools? Could you pick your top 5 carry 9mm and have a all-in-one? Oh man, I can do that, but you know why that's gonna be? You know why I can definitely do that, but the problem with that is, like, would I just include like common stuff, or would I make it my top 5 that I have access to? You know what I'm saying? Cost aside and availability aside, because right now what I run is 124 grain plus P plus Underwood loaded gold dots, but that's not something that's, you know. If you were looking for like suggestions, like that wouldn't be something you could easily get. But I can do that because there's some other ones that, I could probably mix something in. I can figure something out for sure. That being said, my local shop's got tons of those things. They bought like 10,000 rounds of those things when they were still loading them. 327. I need to do some more 327 testing. The only thing sucks about 327 testing is it's expensive for one, but it's so limited of what you can find. Although I will say that, I got those Underwoods, and I actually just ordered it's been almost a week now. Federal has HST in 327 in stock on their site right now. If anybody's running 327, Federal has HST 327 Magnum in stock right now. I'm glad I bought mine before I told anybody. But it's not going real fast. I noticed it stayed a few times. Brian, I like the Glock 20 personally. The 40 is a better shooter, but large for EDC. I like my Glock 20. I almost bought a one of them FN 510s, the new FN. Chris Lang, night everybody. I appreciate you, brother. D-Fins heading out. I appreciate that, man, big time. If I didn't say hello already. Dude, my local shop is awesome, Jack. As far as their inventory. Test 9mm Federal Syntec. The only Federal Syntec I ever see around here is the FMJ stuff. Did Jack Bauer ever reply about what I said about that? I don't get. Yeah, he did. Your local store is bad. Oh yeah, you the one that said that. Yeah, they are, man. I love my local shop. I'm actually in Southwest Virginia, Tafflater Mouse, probably hour from the North Carolina border. Maybe not that, depending on how fast you drive. Southwest Virginia. Tools, can you run HSTs from 380 through 45 ACP in a block. Yeah, see, that's what somebody else just asked. And I know Dietrich's want me to do something like that too. I do want to do something like that. I'd like to do that actually with the HST and like critical defense and a bunch of different ones. God, it just takes up so much of my gel block. Y'all know how stingy I am with them gel blocks. I'll try to get it done though. I'm stingy with them gel blocks. I try to get so many tests done at one time just because Tal Flatermouse knows. See, he's another one. Like, he actually does work in his videos. He goes out there and shoots guns. He don't sit in an office on his behind in the air conditioner talking about gun laws and stuff. Here I am whining again. But no, that's the reason I don't do more bigger tests with a lot more rounds at a time like that, because I try to squeeze so many tests in the set of blocks while I'm out there for the day, you know. I hadn't contacted Clear Ballistics in forever now, but when I first started doing these, I've told a lot of people heard me talk about this before, but I actually contacted Clear Ballistics probably, I don't know. The channel might have had maybe 5,000 subs. So it's a small channel still. It's still a small channel, but way, way smaller than I was. And I contacted them about, if they would be willing to send me a block to do some testing for the channel, promote their stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I heard back from one guy, and he fed me a bunch of BS about, they had certain allocations for promotions. And at the current time, all the promotional units were allocated, but he put me on a list and, and in the future, if it become available, blah. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I kept on doing my thing, and probably, maybe about probably a year later, I emailed again. I was like, hey, just touching base, letting you know I'm still doing the thing with the clear gel, blah, blah, blah. The same thing again, basically. Never heard nothing back from them. So I ain't even contacting them again. But like I was telling people before, I don't really blame them. I appreciate that, Tal Flatermouse. I appreciate that big time, man. I don't blame them for that. And I don't have hard feelings, because I don't expect them to give me stuff for free. That ain't what they're in business. That ain't their job. They're not obligated. So by no means am I mad about it. But what was I saying? Oh, and I understand why. It's just because, if you think about it, I'm doing this, I'm going to make these gel videos regardless. As a company, why would I give you free gel blocks that you're going to sit there and stretch for as long as you possibly can? What am I gaining out of it as far as them? But then on the flip side, I also think maybe I put more value in what I'm doing than there really is. But in my opinion, if I was truly interested in real gel testing like this and was in a position to buy, first of all, if I'm in the market to buy gel blocks, then I'm serious about it. I would be for me to want to buy one of them, I'd want to see that performance of the round. I'm serious about it. I'm not just wanting to go blast it or run it over with a truck or something goofy. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm thinking I would probably get them more click-throughs and more business than somebody who just out goofing around blasting 27,000 blocks of it with the biggest elephant rifle in existence. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just purely about numbers. I'm assuming. How many cycles do you get out each block? Tal Flaterman, that really depends on how lazy I am cleaning out the cloth. Before I did this cloth, before I added the cloth to it, I could get 25 remelts out of a block of this gel, and it would still be clear. 25 remelts I could get. But I'm telling you, I baby this stuff. Like you ain't never seen in your life. Yeah, and I totally baby it. I ain't letting no dirt get on it. I ain't letting nothing. Don't touch it with your fingers, nothing. But now with this cloth, probably honestly about the 12 to 14, it's starting to get cloudy. It's still clear, but it gets cloudy because you're never going to get all those little tiny particles of cloth out. And then it starts getting it that kind of dingy look to it, which I totally hate. You got it down, Officer Greg. You have awesome options for supplies. Richard, Robert, do you put a tarp? If I think it's going to fall on the ground, well, Robert, yeah, you know the deal. If I do put a tarp, it never falls. If I don't, yeah, it's flopping off. Tailflater mouse, yes, that denim's horrible. I figured out though, it depends on how long I want to take. I got a good process to where I cut right down the middle of the track, and then I take my air compressor and blow it out, and that gets probably 99% out. But you still going to have tiny little speckles of that cloth. I don't care what you do, and I hate it. Oh, I hate it so bad. But then when I watch the camera, I'm like, well, you can't even see it. So now I've got to the point where, like, if I can barely see it in person, I just let it go on through, because I'll let it go through QC if I can barely see it, because I know the camera will hide some of it. I'm telling you though, I'm picky. I'm picky. It is to clean one out. It takes me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to clean the set out. And then, yeah, it's about, if I melt two of them at a time in the oven I've got out here in the garage, it takes me about, if I melt two at a time, anywhere from 5 to 5.5 hours to get them really good and melted. And then, yeah, it's an overnight process to cool back down. So it's a long process. That's why I try to make, with Tailflater mouse knows, that's why I try to make as many in a day, because I can't, it's going to be at least a day in between if I'm busting my behind, or 2 days in between before I can use those again. You can't use a strainer, Angry Sheep. If anybody could tell me like a process to strain these, like I would pay them for their trade secrets, because you can't, until you melt some of this stuff, it's hard to describe the consistency of it. It's like when you melt it, it's like a melted up silicone type, but as soon as you start pouring it, as soon as it drops any heat, it starts solidifying. Yeah, it's incredibly, and then it just instantly solidifies. Crazy, crazy thick. So you would have to be able to keep that strainer up to a melting temperature somehow. And even then, I don't know how you do it. Glenn Withnell, welcome to the range, gang. I appreciate that, Glenn. You didn't have to do that, but I certainly appreciate that. I don't ever push that because it's just there. I appreciate that big time. Everything, I try to put everything I make really back into the channel. Like I say, I bought that lab radar recently, ammo and stuff. It pays for some stuff, but it definitely don't come close to paying for all of it just yet. No, Tailflater mouse, I don't put any kind of thing in the mold. Now, one thing I did do with those molds, I bought those, and this goes along with Hemi Scrub. I don't melt them in a pot. I melt them in the molds. You can buy molds that size. They're galvanized, I think they are. I don't think they're stainless. I think they're galvanized. But anyway, they're metal molds. And what I did do was take and polish the crap out of the inside of those things. I took steel wool and polished them all down to like triple alt, used some mothers and got them all shiny. So that helped big time with my after, because what I do, I clean them out, I melt them, like I say, they have to cool back down overnight. And then when I get ready to use them, I'll pull them out of the blocks, and then I'll take the molds, turn them upside down. I'll put the block on the mold upside down, because they've got kind of a concave surface. And if you put them, another tip for people messing with, if you put them top side up and set them for any amount of time, then they're going to sink down in the top. But if you leave them bottom side up where it's sunk down, when you get to the site and flip them back over, then they're nice and flat on the top still. So I put them top side down when I pull them out the mold. Then I take my heat gun and I totally smooth out the entire surface, all the surfaces of all of it, and then let it cool back down, and then put it in a clear tote and take them to the range. Yeah, Tailflater mouse. I used to hate that, man. I would put them on the bottom, and then I'd get to the range. I'm like, oh, it's like a freaking camel sway back something. But yeah, keeping them upside down keeps them. I'm just too picky. I'm sure a lot of people don't care about that. And a lot of people, I could probably spend half the time cleaning this gel, and most of y'all probably be like, it looks better than most of it. I'm too picky. Robert Vick, what's going on, Robert? Appreciate you, man. You done missed all the Robert. I done got my blood pressure got high. I had to go in there and find some leftover something I had in there. You know what I did, Tailflater mouse? So I bought them. I started out with one, obviously worked my way up. So now I got two. I do two at a time. I thought about doing that at first, but then I was like, you know what? We need a new oven in the house anyway. Like, we got an old stove. It's like wore out. So I just bought a new stove and put in the kitchen, and I put our old stove out here in my garage and run a 220 outlet over here. So I just melt them in the stove in the garage. It works great out here. The new Chrono, I love that. I love that lab radar. It was expensive. It'll be nice for rifles, but it's going to be tricky on handguns. But I think I got it figured out. Them things are heavy. Yeah, they're heavy. No burning anymore, Robert. Yeah, they're definitely heavy. I chopped mine up into what's it? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, like 16 squares is how I chopped mine up. I started the very first one I did, I was like, I'll just grab it and rip it like all ununiform and just stuff it back in there. That was the worst decision I ever made because it was a nightmare trying to get it all. It don't fill up the gaps. So then you got it mounded up over the thing and like, oh. So Tao Mouse, do you melt yours in the roaster and then pour it in the mold, or you put the mold in the roaster? You put the mold in the roaster, I'm guessing, huh? Ten outdoors. Yeah, the mold. Okay. Yeah, I thought they made them molds. I seen those roasters that you can get. Have a garage stove after Cerakote and Hammerback. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like it'd be great for this as much as I do it. Like it's amazing for this because then I got a countertop here where I can do the chopping up and take my air compressor and blow all of the cloth and stuff out. Cool. Two in the bush. Glad you enjoyed that. Time for yet a mo barely fits. Does it stink when yeah, NSS it does. That's why that was another reason too, because when I first got them, like I was melting it in the oven in the house. And then I was like, well, the first couple times it's like, nah, this ain't too bad. Like you could smell kind of a crayony kind of smell, but nothing too terrible. But once you start melting them like into multiple times and they start getting a little cloudy and darker, then it starts like creating a little bit of hazy smoke. Then it starts getting pretty rank. So after like the first few, like we were like, yeah, this has got to go out to the garage. Greetings from Austria. Do you actually reload all that spent brass casings? I watch you a while, but not sure if I saw. Patrick's, I save all my brass and I've got all the equipment to reload everything I shoot. I don't do a whole lot of it right now. I just don't have a bunch of time. But yeah, I do keep all my brass and everything. It Tao Mouse exactly when she didn't like it either. She didn't like that. Austria. Appreciate you watching from over. I got some. Well, I shouldn't have said that. I might give it away. I was gonna say I might have a little something from Austria I haven't shown yet. That probably just totally gave it away. Love the smell of hops 9. Oh man, speaking of that, I hope. Well, how many? Well, how many of y'all out there in the chat right now have the new 5.7 M&P? I don't see any yet. Nobody has that M&P 5.7. Let me tell you something right now. I'm trying to wait and make sure. I held that thing in my local shop the other day and I put that thing down in about 5 seconds. And I hope I never hold that thing again. Never hold it again. That's the worst feeling grip on any pistol I have ever held in my entire life. For me, I don't know if the size of my hand, the shape of my hand, it's literally, and I'm not exaggerating at all, it's the worst feeling grip on any pistol that I have ever held in my entire life. Any of them, no matter the caliber, the size, it's the worst feeling grip I've ever felt. It's something about how they made it so skinny, but where they screwed up was they left it so thick that it's almost like it's thick as a regular grip and including like a grip safety, but there is no grip safety. That's how thick it is. So and it's so skinny, so it digs into your hand and it digs right into the palm of your to the little pad of your in between your knuckles. It's so skinny. It's terrible. I don't understand that. I can't imagine the hand shape that they made that for. And it's a shame because I really wanted to try that because I like that whole delayed little camming system thing they got going on. I thought that was pretty neat. It ain't the angle. It's got nothing to do with the angle. It's how skinny it is. It's the proportions of thickness to width, I guess you would say. The proportions are just something jacked up about them. Chris Jolly, you got one? He said it felt like an XDS, or maybe he's held one. I don't think I've ever held an XDS. Lee, yeah, we still, what time is it? 12, 19? I told myself I wasn't going to be on here all night. Just not very interested in 5.7. Here's my thing about 5.7. I don't have nothing against 5.7. Like, every time I do a 5.7 video, the 5.7 fans always, they unsubscribe for a while until they get unmad at me or whatever. And then they come back and subscribe again because I always talk smack about the 5.7. It ain't that I don't think it's a capable round or a good round. I just think it doesn't do anything other than the whole claim to fame with the soft armor penetration. And how many times, I mean, how many situations can you fathom yourself being in that you might going to think, I really wish I had something that had soft armor penetration. I'm sure I'm probably going to have a situation where I'm going to be in the Circle K and there's going to be a bunch of soft armor wearing thugs that come in. That's the only thing I can see. And then, it's lighter, it's blah. I don't know. It ain't bad. Like, don't get me wrong. It's totally capable. But the tests I've done, I'm like, this doesn't impress me. It doesn't impress me at all. Did you get your hands on a new Steyr rifle? No, not the I can't even answer that one. It's like saying something bad. Oh, exactly. Or the brands. The brand, I talked about that earlier. I just don't understand the brand loyalty. Arrow, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you hanging out. They get unmad at me. I mean, it happens. I see it all the time. I see it like people don't think I notice. Especially, I shouldn't tell you this one because this is one of my secrets where I can tell if people get mad or not, and then unsubscribe and resubscribe. Most people probably know it. Like if you have your subscriptions set to private, But see, if they've got them on public, I know. I'm like, because when I'm in my little screen in YouTube analytics, and when y'all comment, that's where I reply to comments, so it shows your little red subscriber thing if they're set to public. So some people I know have been subscribed forever, and like I'll remember we got into a little discussion about something, then all of a sudden they won't have the little red subscriber, and then a month later or something we'll be having a good discussion, then all of a sudden the red subscriber will be back. Could be an honest mistake where they got unsubscribed, but it's probably a little bit of getting mad and unmad or something. But you do get unsubscribed though. Absolutely. That's actually a fact. When people tell you that, they're not just trying to tell you that to like get you to subscribe. People do get unsubscribed, sure enough. I hear Talplay. Oh, I can guarantee you hear plenty of it with your testing. You definitely got. You tested anything besides I'm saying I've seen you test a couple of pistol rounds. You test mostly shotgun stuff though, don't you? I gotta start getting into the shotgun game to get some of Tal Flatermouse's views. I need to start making up my own custom ammo, custom shotgun shells. You know what I need to do? You over in California, ain't you, Tal Flatermouse? I was gonna say I need to show up at the Tal Flatermouse range unannounced one day, but I think you're in California if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't know if I could come over there. I think I might burst into flames if I cross that border. Shotguns are not. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. I heard, I saw that y'all got some good news on that whole handgun registry thing. All right, if it's true and wasn't just clickbaiting, I was seeing something about there was some kind of injunction on the whole micro stamping deal, so they can possibly have a bunch more added on there now if they reapply or whatever. Yeah, I watched. I think it was he changed his name. I can't remember his name now. He used to be the Daily Shooter. I can't remember his new name. The guy with the beard used to be the Daily Shooter. Anyway, he showed it. I watched one of the video of his, and there was some kind of injunction or something that happened with the Bonta case, maybe. And so the micro stamping thing has been taken off for whatever reason for now. And actually, Ruger has already put 2 more guns on it. They put the SR-22 and the Mark IVs on y'all's registry now because of that whole thing getting injuncted or whatever. Supposedly there's a bunch more that just has to kind of like reapply for it now at this point, for now anyway. Copper Jacket, that's what it is, NSS. Yeah, Copper Jacket TV. Couldn't remember his name. I remembered his old name. So yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. Of course, the registry itself is still BS, but a little bit of progress. Since Saint Benitez is holding his ruling that's supposed to change the world. And there's Half Mile. That's what I was saying. Everybody's waiting on Benitez to save the world. Lord. Northern California is a totally different state than Southern California. Yeah, it's a shame you still got all the same BS to have to deal with as far as commerce. That's what I was saying earlier. Like the whole different counties, sanctuary this, sanctuary that, it doesn't matter in the end when you're talking about being able to get stuff, commerce, because they're always going to comply. That's the real shame about it. Kind of wonder if Benitez was waiting for the EPA ruling at the Supreme Court. But Northern California is way different. Kevin, it'll like it was some other earlier Half Mile. It's like nowadays though, they don't even care what these judges are ruling. It's insane. They don't care anything about this ruling. They sure don't seem to, that's for sure. All right, did I talk? I think I went over everything I was supposed to actually planned on talk about it. Clickbait, bird shoes, block Kristen. Yeah, find that. All right. I think we might better call this thing. It's getting ready to roll up on 12:30 here. I got to get up tomorrow, and hopefully I need to install a garage door opener in here. The huge channel update. Here's what you're supposed to do with the huge channel update. See, I'm surprised nobody even asked. I was going to ignore it anyway, because that's what you're supposed to do with these. You put huge channel update, and then when people come in and they're like, did y'all talk about the update yet? You ignore it. You act like you don't even see that. That's why it's like, what clickbait? I didn't see you ask about it. I had it, but nobody asked about it. That's the way you get by with that. Like, pretend like nobody even asked about it. I got to start clickbaiting more. I got to start blacking out everything on my thumbnail. Y'all got to start. Look, if y'all don't get me some more views, then I'm starting a bunch of clickbait. That's just all it is to it. I'm telling you. I'm going to start clickbaiting. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to put neon little lava lamps and flashy crap on the walls. I'm going to sit in my chair in the air conditioning, sipping my coffee that I'm going to come up with, make a new brand of coffee, sell y'all the coffee, and sit there and tell y'all about political stuff. That's going to be the easy gravy train right there. What's my new coffee name going to be? You know, everybody's got to have a coffee brand. What do y'all think? TNT something. I got to come up with my coffee brand. That's what I'm going to do. My very first live stream in my new streaming room that I get all set up, I'm going to debut my new coffee brand. Yes. Jelly Time Coffee. Boom, right there. If anybody, I swear to God, if anybody tries to take that right now, I'm getting the patent lawyers right now. I'm getting the copyright lawyers on the phone right now. Don't even think about it. Next title 22, does it bounce around in the skull? Yeah. Oh, Lord. TNT clickbait coffee. All right, y'all. Let's wrap it up. I appreciate all y'all hanging out big time. Like I say, tomorrow, the jail video, the Underwood 380 ACP maximum expansion. I want to see if all of y'all in the chat right now are fans of 380 Max. Anybody in the chat that thinks 380 maximum expansion is an amazing round, hit one right now. One in the chat. And I'm going to take a screenshot because I'm going to publicly shame and ridicule you tomorrow. That's a spoiler alert right there. Hit one if you think 380 maximum expansion is good. Y'all are sick. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I appreciate the heck out of y'all big time. Everybody that sent super chats, I really appreciate that. Anybody who didn't, I appreciate it just as much. If I missed any of y'all's comments, please don't take it offensively. I watch all these back after I do it, and I'll write it down if it's something that you specifically asked about. But please don't take offense. I appreciate all of y'all that was in here. If I didn't get to you, like I say, I'll try to do these more often, but make sure you watch that video tomorrow. Tons of really good stuff on the way, so y'all stay on the lookout. Stay safe, stay prepared, and y'all have a good weekend.